Hurts, slant, Brown, lunge, touchdown Philadelphia. A.J. Brown snatched it out of the air for the score. Checks wing, well hit ball, and there it goes. Number 300 for Ken Griffey Jr. One of the youngest ever in the major leagues to reach the 300 home run plateau.
Bothered by Lou. Iverson. How about that? Steps over to Ron Lou. 7 straight points by Iverson.
Greatest athletes.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Louis Sports Network. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday night. We got the Minnesota Vikings against the San Francisco 49ers here at US Bank Stadium. Smash the like, make sure to hit that subscribe, make sure those post notifications are turned on, make sure you're sharing on your social media platforms. Truly appreciate that as we get ready. No Deebo Samuel out tonight. There's Dave Winfield, Baseball Hall of Famer, blowing the horn right there at US Bank Stadium. Smash that like, hit that subscribe. Shout out to Daniel Berry in the building. What's going on? All right, salute. Hopefully we get some shout out to Vikings Nation, Niners Nation.
Baseball and Major League Baseball is glad he did. Kyle Shanahan in year
There's Kyle Shanahan.
Turns 44 in December and getting ready to match wits against his former protege, Kirk Cousins.
Salute to everybody in the chat.
15-8 overall.
Long time no see.
As Wanwu calls for the fair catch and out to the 25, it will come.
All right, so we got a touchback.
Has the green light anytime he wants it.
49ers will get the ball in the second half. Kirk Cousins in his career with the Vikings, 48-37 and 1 loss, 167 on touchdowns, 54 interceptions. He's coming in with 14 touchdowns and 4 interceptions this season. I got to watch Brandon Ayuk, and I also have to watch, hopefully Matt Matheson gives me some good numbers tonight. At least decent, because I got to win my matchup. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday, man. Salute to everybody. Here we go. Minnesota with their first series getting started against this really good 49er defense. In my opinion, the best defense in all of football, especially with their front. Smash the like, hit that subscribe. Here we go. Minnesota with their first series, 1st and 10. They get the ball first. Niners will get the ball in the second half. Here's a pitch. Toss over to Madison. Madison. Oh, Madison. Oh, gets away. Nice way to start. Oh, my God. Madison hasn't really done anything for me this year. And I got to say this also. Minnesota hasn't won at home. They're 0-3 this year. Last year, they were 8-1 at US Bank. 49ers without Deebo Samuel. They're also missing Trent Williams on the offensive line. All right. Play action. Kirk Cousins rolls right, and they throw it, and it's caught. But tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, one of the best linebackers in football, Dre Greenlaw on the tackle.
I guess the hamstring's healthy.
Here we go. Mattinson at running back, CJ Ham at fullback. We got Osborne as a wide receiver, Jordan Addison. There is no Justin Jefferson. He's on IR. Left guard, Darton Reisner. We got Garrett Bradbury, Ed Ingram, and Brian O'Neill on the offensive line for the Vikings.
To everybody's dismay.
2nd and 10 for the Vikings. 2nd and 10. In the shotgun, Cousins. Quick to throw. And it's complete. And it's a fight. Who's got it? Oh, it's an intercepted. Wow. What a takeaway. That's a tough. Wow. Just like that, we got ourselves a turnover. What a takeaway right there. That's Kevin McConnell. Was it Kevin McConnell? Is his name? Or is it Kevin O'Connell, I think? Don't know his name right. But
turnover for this Vikings offense, the most in the league, and Ward took it away.
As you guys just heard.
Not play a lot of man coverage, but they come up and press with Ward, and Jordan Addison, the rookie, has had a really nice start to
already heck of a defensive play.
Struggles is getting off the press coverage. Ward bodies him up off the line of scrimmage and really just got physical with him. You see him fighting for the football there.
All right, here's Purdy. First throw is to the tight end, George Kittle. And does he get a first down? Just short. So it is a first down, but hell of a play by Ward right there on defense. Get the takeaway for the 49ers.
You tried to fit that in there. The Vikings turn it over, and again, 14 turnovers by this Minnesota offense.
Well, doesn't count as an interception. That's here's Purdy in his career, 10-1 as a starter, 21 pass touchdowns, 3 interceptions, just 3 picks. So he rarely turns the ball over. First and 10 for the Niners, empty backfield. Here's Purdy throwing right, throws, and there's Brandon Ayuk, who I'm hoping does not go off because I do not want to lose this matchup. But he gets the first down on an 11-yard catch.
Corner, and we're going to talk a lot about Brian Flores bringing pressure, but even when they do that, the corners.
That was a great route right there.
If you give Brock Purdy in this 49ers offense opportunities off
great
the line of
route
scrimmage like that to Brandon Ayuk, he's going to carve that up. And what Cleveland did a good job of last week, played a lot of man coverage. Of course, they got pressure on Purdy. Not many teams want to try to do that because of all the
send the player in motion.
In their scheme offensively.
Purdy. Throw.
Start on Jennings, and he's the one who catches the throw from Purdy.
So Jennings makes the grab just short of the first down. Looks like about a gain of 9.
To that play, but a gain of 9 on the completion to Juwan Jennings.
So Purdy already 2 for 2 on his passes.
They show that they're going to bring an all-out blitz.
This is going to hurt if they score first right after that turnover.
They don't generally get to the quarterback. And so far, I mean, it's just a couple of throws, but Brock Purdy's had a lot of time back there to just let the ball out.
Here come the Niners once again. Ayuk in motion. They give it over to handoff to McCaffrey. Gets a first down, and okay, so it looks like he's good. That's right. McCaffrey came in questionable in tonight's game with the oblique injury, but it looks like he's okay.
Oblique hasn't bothered him for 3 days, but you don't know until you take hits and slam into the turf like he just did. But he carries that for a first down for San Francisco. I think the 49ers practice as hard as any team in the NFL.
Suffered oblique rib injury last week against the Browns. McCaffrey, 111 rush, 556, leads the NFL. He also leads the NFL in touchdowns from scrimmage with 9. That's rush and receiving touchdowns. Here's the handoff to McCaffrey again to the left. Gets away, passes the line of scrimmage, gets tackled. Oh, loses the ball. Oh. And the Vikings recover.
The question is, was McCaffrey down when the ball came out?
Are they going to call him down to spot the ball? I don't know. It's a fumble. So 2 turnovers back to back.
We'll see if these two teams just traded takeaways. Well, it looked to me like it was a fumble. I believe it was Cameron Bynum. Right there, sure was. 24 who comes.
Yeah, he was not down on contact. So, yep, that's a fumble.
It's a great job defensively after the interception by Kirk Cousins to get the ball right back to the offense.
So no Cousins with an interception, and then McCaffrey fumbles the football. So now the Vikings recover the football.
Those are some of the opportunities. You know, they're in scoring position on that drive, and yet to not come.
Well, give the Vikings defense credit because it looked.
Cameron Bynum made the play.
So heads up play by Cameron Bynum with 10:54 remaining here in the first quarter. Right now it's scoreless, and now the Vikings have got the ball back. And see, that sucks if you're a Niners fan because you were in position to score a touchdown with the way you were moving the football, and then all of a sudden Cameron Bynum makes a play on McCaffrey, forces the fumble, and now the Vikings are going to try to see if they can take advantage. But the only difference is they're starting from their own end zone in this case as compared to when they were – in their last series when they got the touchback and started at their own 25. So we'll see how the Vikings recover and see how they do coming up in this series. But once again, salute to everybody, man. Welcome to another live stream right here with Louis Sports Network. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday. Also, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned that tomorrow is opening night for NBA basketball. So I will be doing the Los Angeles Lakers against the Denver Nuggets. Denver receiving their championship rings, and they're going to be getting their championship banner tomorrow in the Mile High City at the Pepsi Center here in Denver. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. We're going to be starting at 7:15 Eastern time, Game is supposed to be starting at a little bit past 7:30, so I'm looking at probably maybe for this opening night, I want to maybe say anywhere from 7:45 to about a 7:50 start, knowing tomorrow's game. But we're going to be starting at 7:15, man, so make sure you guys pull up for that. And I'm going to see if I can try to do a game on Wednesday for opening night. I probably might do a game for opening night on Wednesday, most likely, because I know that's where all the games are going to be playing. So we're going to have ourselves a good one. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that, man. But like I said, man, hope everybody is doing great, man. Salute to everybody that is going to be able to watch. And definitely appreciate you guys as always, man. But it's good to be back. All right, so if you guys are just tuning in, we are scoreless right now. It is 0-0, 10:54 remaining in the first. U.S. Bank Stadium. 2-4 Minnesota Vikings against this 5-1 San Francisco 49ers, who lead the division. Right now, the Vikings are 29th in turnover margin. They're -7, which is tied for 29th in the league, while the 49ers they have an 8 turnover advantage, which is first in the NFL.
Madison is stood up.
And first play, Madison gets tackled back down.
Such a force in the middle, and the pickup from Philly, and a big addition to this outstanding defense.
So that's a loss of 2 on the tackle. And I really hope Madison can at least get himself a decent game. I mean, he's projected to have, 15 fantasy points for this game? I think 14.9 of which are going to be accurate. Good rotation by the Niners D-line.
There's a brand that's required.
Here we go, 2nd and 12.
Match that physicalness that they show throughout this ball game.
Looks like the ball is on their own 5. Here we go, Cousins.
Just get it away on
Niners come with a 5-man rush, and
as he threw for Hawkinson and Cleveland.
Cousins got lucky he didn't get sacked.
Got through. It'll be 3rd down and 12. Well, Cleveland Farrell is another one of
Minnesota has got to get this 3rd down play here, because if they don't, once again, you're going to give the Niners good field position. Yeah, he's lucky he didn't get sacked. All right, Vikings in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers. They bring 87 inside the slot. And here we go. Cousins back to throw. They come in with a 4-man rush. Cousins open. TJ Hawkinson with a 1st down. Former Lion. Hits it in stride with it. Looks like it's a gain of 12, I want to say. Maybe 12 yards.
TJ Hawkinson is an important part of this offense, but even more so now with Justin Jefferson out of the lineup. And some of what he does as the tight end, you'd think
that's a big play, because if they get a stop, the Niners get great field position. So that was a big play.
And even on that play, checks first on the edge.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Football. 49ers and Vikings. Cousins, quick hitch. Here it is. And Jordan Addison gets tackled. The Niners were reading that play all the way.
Ward, who has that early takeaway to gain a 4. The 1st-round pick from USC. Well, and the guy who finishes them off is none other than Fred Warner. And you watch any game.
Another really good play. Minnesota going quick, no huddle.
Sometimes it feels like they're playing with 12 guys.
2nd and 6 for the Vikings. Fred Warner's got 50 tackles right now this year. Cousins, 4-man rush by the Niners. Throws it, and it's complete. And Addison gets a 1st down. Good throw by Cousins. Good catch by Addison. 1st down for the Vikings.
Well, and Kirk Cousins hanging in the pocket. And in order for them to have success throwing the football, it's really what he's going to have to do. He knows that the offensive line is going to be challenged to give him some time. And he's got to be willing to hang in the pocket and deliver throws under duress.
Really nice throw under duress by Kirk Cousins. I got to give him credit on that one. Here's Kirk Cousins, 4 for 6, 31 yards. He did throw that pick that Tre'Davious Ward made the play on. Here we go. Cousins, hand off to Madison. Madison gets about 5. Gets 5 yards, so decent yardage, about halfway to the 1st down marker. There's Justin Jefferson, who was placed on IR with a hamstring injury October 11th.
off, and something that Kirk
He's
Cousins
already
has
got the
enjoyed
most
much of this
receiving
year, but to be able
yards
to pick
out
up
of any
5 yards
receiver since
on
2020,
first
since he
down,
came
it
into the
opens
league
up
his
a
rookie
lot
year.
of things that you're able to do with the play action.
Which tells you he's a big-time
Protecting
big receiver.
O'Connell, and
I got his jersey.
that
Which
would
tells
go
you
a
I'm a
long
fan
way
of
if they
Justin
can have
Jefferson,
some
man. 'Cause the
success, or
dude
at
is a
least
baller.
maintain some balance, more so than they have. They
Here
run
come the
football,
Niners.
second fewest in the National Football League coming in.
Nope. That's an encroachment. That's on the
First down
Niners.
penalty, we'll see. As Kinlaw came across.
I think Addison was in motion.
Encroachment number 99.
Defense.
5-yard penalty.
Automatic first down.
5-yard results in a first down. Here are the numbers that
This
Jordan
year,
was just
they're dead last in
alluding to.
rush attempts.
They run the ball less than
They're
20 times a
nearly
game.
they're at the bottom in
per game.
yards,
They have yet to
and they
run
haven't
for
scored a touchdown rush.
through 6+ games.
Well, it is nice playing here at home. If you're Kirk Cousins, you're able to use the heart count like you did on that last play.
Cousins, play action.
Play action.
Cousins, throw. Nice throw. Ooh, really nice throw. Good catch by Hawkinson.
Works on the stop, but a completion of 22.
So far, the 49ers are struggling with the play action right now. Kirk Cousins is 3 for 3 in the play action.
They run a crossing route here with Hawkinson coming the other way, and as he comes across, you see the hole that then is created there in the middle, and Hawkinson.
Good design play by the offensive coordinator, because you leave the middle of the field wide open on a cross route. 2 receptions, 38 yards already for Hawkinson, already making an impact. Shotgun, they put Addison coming over to the left. And what do we have? It's like a flag. That might be a false start. Oh, delay of game, my bad. Should have said.
They've been up against the play clock really on just about every play.
Yeah, we've heard them. We've heard Kirk Cousins at the line telling them, hey, we got to go, and they got it off a few plays ago. And
so that was a delay of game, my bad. I said false start, which was not false start. That was a delay of game. That was what I'm saying. Vikings have 6 points scored in the first quarter, tied for the second fewest in the NFL, ladies and gentlemen. And Cousins knew it too.
First down and 15 now.
First and 15 for the Vikings. Hand off to Madison. Madison! And he gets himself like, I want to say 12. That was a good run by Madison.
13 yards on first and 15.
Oh, never mind. 13. That was close.
Like the Vikings are going to go right back to the line of scrimmage.
They should run it again.
Motion Hawkinson across, and that impacted the defense. And now right tackle Brian O'Neill, he does an excellent job of blocking the edge.
I will run it again with Madison, man. Send him to the outside if you could. Right there, right there. Oh, dang. Well, he passed. Probably got a yard. So that's 3rd and 1.
In on the stop.
I would have took him outside. I wouldn't have put him up the middle with that D line. There goes the tackle by Nick Bosa.
Third and a short 2.
It's a short 2. Interesting. '49ers are the favorite in this game. Vikings in the shotgun. 4-man rush. Cousins going deep. End zone. Wow. Jordan Addison with the touchdown. Guys, if you haven't hit that like button, make sure to hit the like button. Jordan Addison with a 20-yard receiving touchdown. Vikings go 10 plays, 89-yard drive, 6 minutes and 6 seconds, and they strike first on this great 49ers team, and they lead 6-0.
This is another good design. They run Jordan Addison on the deep crosser, but because of the upfield release by
49ers have had trouble with the deep crossing routes in this game. Until the 49ers can stop it, if I'm the Vikings, I keep going on those cross routes. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So as you already heard, 10-play, 89-yard drive. Minnesota strike first. They lead 7-0 with 4:48 in the first quarter. Really good drive by the Vikings. Great play calling. Madison got himself some really solid runs. And as a result, Minnesota was able to pretty much design a really good offensive game plan, at least to get into this second series where they score first. So they lead 7-0 over the 49ers. Let's see how the Niners respond. All right. Kurt was on point on this drive, but Well, actually, no. His throw was on point to Osborne. The only problem was that Osborne couldn't hold on to the football. So Tre'Davious Ward just made a play and it caused an interception. But I don't blame Kirk Cousins on that throw, though. I blame Ward made a heck of a play, but the receivers got to do a better job of holding on to the football. So I don't blame Kirk for that. But I think other than that, he has Kurt's actually thrown the ball pretty well. I think the play calling has been very good. They've been getting the 49ers in cross matches with some good cross routes, and the cross routes have given the 49ers problems. Hawkinson has been able to the attention that Hawkinson has actually made impact with Justin Jefferson out of the lineup gave them a really good shot going down the field. So and it left the middle of the field real wide open for the Vikings. So they executed great. Ryan says, "What's up, everybody? What's up?" G Money says, "An Addison avalanche, a rocket punch by Kurt. The V strike first. Vikes. Okay, salute. All right, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, getting ready for tomorrow's game where we got the Los Angeles Lakers against the Denver Nuggets in the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado. Denver is coming in as the NBA champions of the basketball world as they beat the Miami Heat in 5 games last year. So you already know what it is. But by the way, I'm looking at this commercial with X Chair, and I need to get me an X Chair now because if this X Chair can not only massage, can not only give you heat, can not only give you cooling, I cannot wait. Also, ladies and gentlemen, Draymond Green is not playing tomorrow night against the Phoenix Suns. He's out with a sprained ankle, so he's going to miss the opener against the Phoenix Suns. Michael Porter is going to be with an ankle injury. I don't know if Denver is going to repeat this year. I think the loss of Bruce Brown and Jeff Green are going to be big. And the question is, can Michael Porter take that next step? He's going to have to make up for what? See, he didn't have to do as much with the fact that you had more you have Bruce Brown and you had Jeff Green. So I think those are big losses, and I don't think people are going to realize that. But I know Denver's going to be motivated. I know people are going to think that, Denver is not going to be able to do this again. You have to give the Nuggets a chance because they are the defending champs, but I just don't know. Golden State is interesting.
5 for 6, 73 yards in the
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back to live action. Hit that like button. Share the stream, ladies and gentlemen.
Rookie, Jordan Addison.
Jordan Addison did great on that drive.
McLeod waits for the kick from Greg Joseph.
Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here's the kick. And it's a touchback. 49ers will get the ball on their own 25.
Brandon Powell, who's going to release up the field, and because of that, it holds Gibson, and then Jordan Addison's going to run the deep crosser. Dre Greenlaw, number 57, he's the guy then who's got to try to get underneath that, and just a well-thrown ball.
Well, Greenlaw had his back turned on the whole play.
And it's a matter of whether or not you can exploit it. And because of how they had it designed, they were able to get.
We're going to have to see how the 49ers defend that.
And he's had a nice start to his young career, does a lot of nice things.
So now the 49ers got to score. Jennings, they bring him in the slot. They give it over to McCaffrey. And McCaffrey gets tackled for about a gain of maybe, I was about to say 3, but 2 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 8. So this is the first time that the Niners have allowed a touchdown in the first quarter. And Minnesota, their first ever touchdown in the first quarter this year.
For Minnesota, first time they've gotten into the end zone. In the opening period, 2nd and 8. Justin Jefferson, KJ Osborne.
All right, 2nd and 8 for the Vikings. They bring Jennings in motion to the right. Purdy, quick throw. Ayuk, first down.
San Francisco.
And again, 1st and 10 for the 49ers.
Has really grown, and Brandon
Looks like about a gain of 11 for a first.
Started out kind of in the doghouse of Kyle Shanahan, worked and just was able to grind his way out.
All right, here's
He
Purdy.
is such a weapon on the outside for San Francisco. Yeah, I really like the way that he plays the game, and it's easy to see what he does catching the football.
All right, here's Purdy. Handoff over to McCaffrey. McCaffrey gets himself about, I want to say, maybe 6 yards. Shout out to Johnson Daily Sports. What's going on, guys? Hit the like button. Make sure to share this stream, ladies and gentlemen.
The NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
Oh, yeah. I like what the Warriors are doing. I think Kuminga's going to have a big year this year. I like some of their draft picks. Also, I noticed that in their training camp, Andrew Wiggins was playing more from the post. And I said, if he does that, I said, it really changes things for the Warriors. If he can play more in the post. Jennings comes inside the slot. 2nd down and 4. Purdy and false start on that formation. False start, offense on the right side. 2nd down.
They get George Kittle, the 4-time Pro Bowl tight end. You can see Kyle Shanahan, and the game plan changes a little bit when you don't have Deebo Samuel. And in visiting with him, he said that.
We got 2nd and 9, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd and 9 for the 49ers.
This is a game that Samuel likely could have about 12 catches because you'd run these bubble screens, get the ball out, and let him catch it and run.
Here's Deebo, who's out with a shoulder injury tonight, so he's not playing. Big part of what the Niners do. 2nd and 9. Here's Purdy. Throw. Complete. Jennings gets himself a 1st down. Purdy hasn't missed a pass attempt.
That loss, a 19-yard completion. Well, just watch the pressure off the edges and how Purdy hangs in there, knowing he's going to get smashed, and delivers a perfect throw. This is a good route by Juwan Jennings, but he throws that ball before Jennings ever gets out of the route. He's at the top of the route, ball's in the air, timing is perfect. It doesn't get any better than that for any.
Brock Purdy, 5 for 5, 59 yards. 1st and 10 for the Niners. Purdy. Back to throw. Oh, way too high. Way too high for intended for Kittle, but way over Kittle's head, incomplete.
And he throttles it down, which was smart because he's got a safety.
Oh, looks like Kittle's limping a little
bit banged up, but this one gets away from Purdy. You can see the route that Kittle as he
Let's
comes
see.
off the ball.
Oh, that's a nice route. Oh, he made it
but here comes Harrison Smith
on the tackle right there underneath.
We saw that last week against Cleveland. Thought it was more a result.
It was a clean hit.
The weather
that was a clean hit.
With, but a pretty tough blow.
Yeah, Kittle is strong, bro. 2nd and 10 for the Niners. Purdy had that throw. Empty backfield. Purdy gets away from the pressure. He gets away. Purdy's open. He's going to get a 1st down and more. Goes out of bounds. That should have been a sack.
Takes it for 17.
Beautiful running by Brock Purdy. Gets himself 17 yards and what should have been a sack for a 1st down.
Warner and to block Hicks, he totally whiffs. And Purdy's, he's not the greatest runner, but he's athletic enough to where he's able to extend some plays. And that was all Brock Purdy making that play happen for the 1st down.
He's averaging 2 yards a carry. That ties his season long. 17-yard rush.
1 minute remaining in the 1st quarter. Looks like it's a run play. They give it him play action. They give it to Ayuk. And tackled out of bounds. Harrison Smith on the tackle. 3-yard gain.
A defense like this, as a quarterback, you just know that it's not going to be pretty all the time. And a little bit like what I said Kirk Cousins is going to have to deal with. So is Brock Purdy. It's just a little bit different in the sense that you're going to see a lot of blitz.
Brian Flores, defensive coordinator for the Vikings 1st year. 3 years he was the Dolphins head coach from 2019 to 2021.
Nobody's blitzed more in the last 5 years.
30 seconds right now on 2nd and 5 for the 49ers. They are in the end. They are in the red zone. The Vikings blitz 57% of the pass plays. They give it to McCaffrey. McCaffrey looks like it's going to be a gain, and that's going to be the 1st quarter.
First quarter is Roy made that stop. No gain. 3rd down when we start the 2nd.
And that'll end the 1st quarter.
The 49ers try to answer.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So at the end of the 1st quarter, Minnesota scores first in their second series in their 2nd drive. As the 49ers are in the red zone, at the end of one, it is Vikings 7, 49ers nothing, man. You are watching the 49ers and the Vikings on Monday Night Football right here on the Louis Sports Network. Smash the like, hit the subscribe if you're new to the channel. Make sure those post notifications are turned on, and make sure you're sharing on your social media platforms. Definitely appreciate you. And is that Von Miller and is that Stephon Diggs? Of course. on a Progressive commercial wearing the same goddamn outfits, man. Both guys are on the Buffalo Bills, by the way, and Von Miller is definitely missed on the Buffalo Bills. What's this cat's name? Tre'Davious White, who's huge for the Buffalo Bills, I gotta say, on the defensive side of the ball. Because Von Miller helps get pressure on the quarterback, which is why he definitely is missed. But at times I feel like with the Bills, it's really more offensively than defensively with them, because defensively they play well enough. It's just that sometimes their offense be trying to do too much. They don't really have that good of a running game. James Cook is decent, but it's like he's not a world beater, so there's that. Sometimes Josh Allen be trying to make so many home run plays when he doesn't really need to, which leads to mistakes. And then all of a sudden you might intercept the ball or he'll fumble the football. And it's like there's no need to be making all these mistakes. You just don't want to give the defense that opportunity to then you turn the ball over, and then you give the defense the chance for the offense to score and get the ball back. Madden 24. Madden has not been good since Madden 08. I'm gonna just be honest. And that was the game that had Brett Favre on the cover. And because I had Madden 07, which I loved. I love Madden 07. NFL 2K5 for me was the greatest football game I've ever played in my life. That's how good that game was. It was that good.
On the board first with the pass play, but
Lisa Salter's talking to Kevin O'Connell.
With your running game.
Yeah, I think the guys early on
While we buffering.
really got after the line.
Shout out to Karam in the building. What's going on? He says, I'm watching Game 7 of the ALCS. Best of luck to your Rangers. I know the Astros are the favorite. But best of luck to your Rangers. Hopefully they go to the World Series for the first time in 12 years.
Just trying to throw an ISO slant versus man. How about him coming back and getting that drive going?
49ers with the ball, empty backfield. McCaffrey going to the receiver slot. Looks like we got 3 wide receivers. 35 for the 49ers. Purdy, quick throw. It's intended for Jennings, but the ball popped out and it's incomplete. And so 49ers are going to punt.
It's fourth down, and the field goal unit comes on for.
Oh, never mind.
Well, they change it up a little bit. The Vikings do. They initially show that they're going to go all-out
blitz, but they change it,
and then they bail out of it at the snap of the ball. Even with that, Purdy sees where he needs to go with it. He's trying to protect Jawan Jennings from the corner who's coming off of it to make a play on him.
Jawan Jennings should have made the play, though. That was a catchable ball.
Here's another guy trying to bounce back.
And he missed the field goal on a 40-yarder.
From 40. Third-round pick, 99th pick in the draft. Was perfect.
So the kicker for the 49ers misses wide right on the field goal, and the 49ers don't score. Man, should have at least put him on the board. The defense did get refs, but now the defense has got to go back on the field without having to score for it. So, because remember, first series, 49ers get a takeaway, interception. Second series, they let the Vikings walk right down the field to get a touchdown on a 20-yard catch by Jordan Addison in the end zone. All right, so we took another commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. I was just focusing on the commercial real quick. But, yeah, we are on another commercial break. 7-0 Minnesota over San Francisco. Minnesota's going to get the ball back, being up 7-0. We just had a missed field goal. Wait, that looks like Adam Pearce. I don't think that is Adam Pearce, but he looks like Adam Pearce from WWE. Anyway. Oh, his name is George Pardo. Anyway, San Francisco doesn't take advantage of the field goal, and that's unfortunate. Minnesota gets himself a break, and they're going to get the ball with a chance to add some points. I want to see how the 49ers defend the crossing routes on this third series for Minnesota. So we'll see what they do. They got a taste of it, and they had troubles with Hawkinson and with Addison, and even Matheson, the running back, who I have on my fantasy team, was actually able to get some decent, he was able to get some decent runs in there, so which was good. All right. Oh, his name is Jake Moody.
5 games, and he missed 2 out of 3, including the game-winning try last week. We talked to Kyle Shanahan about it, and he said, I've got a coaching point for everything that happens in the game except that. He's a big boy. He's good. Just go kick it.
Cousins.
Every head coach
Handoff.
in the NFL. Here's Cam Akers, who didn't get much. Again,
Cam Akers.
Farrell on the stop Lisa.
Former Los Angeles Ram.
Yeah, Joe, in pregame warm-ups, Jake Moody was slipping
All right,
with his
so
plant foot, and I asked
second
him about
down.
it, and he said the turf was just kind of matted, kind of flat. Acknowledged that he was having a little bit of trouble, but said he might try altering his plant foot.
All right, so we got second down for the Vikings. Started the second quarter. They're up 7-0 over the 49ers.
To get better traction, he said he has more shoes, but didn't think he'd need them.
He just missed that 40.
Here's Cousins on 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 for the Vikings.
Play action. Dumps it. Hawkinson on the screen. Hawkinson gets himself another first down. I think that's Hawkinson's 3rd first down of the first half.
She got inside his head in pregame, asking all these questions. I mean, come on.
Shanahan said, look, we watched 80 clips as an organization.
Give Hawkinson credit. He's making plays right now.
I said after the play, this play cost us the game. Another play, this place cost us the game. It's not all Moody. Just go kick.
And the 49ers, this is a team that does not blitz a lot.
No coach really knows, other than John Harbaugh, what to say to a kicker.
Cousins, handoff.
Teams coordinator for a long
And again,
time.
Cam Akers.
As Akers carries, and Greenlaw makes the stop after a gain of 3. And here's Moody in pregame. You see that left foot sliding and down.
Yo, that could have been an injury. Jake Moody could have got hurt.
Well, I certainly don't know what kickers are thinking, but after last week's loss, potential game winner, and then that one, you can only imagine what is going through his
Cousins
mind right now.
throws complete. Hawkinson again, first down. Oh, I thought he got hurt.
Greenlaw again.
Man, Hawkinson out here making plays.
Yeah, Hawkinson has been busy. We anticipated it with no Justin Jefferson again tonight, but he's been very active.
Hawkinson's already got 57 yards, averaging 14 yards a catch. They put Madison on the outside. Oh, he a receiver now? Cousins, quick throw. Hawkinson catches it.
But Cousins got away with it. With Hufanga right there, Hawkinson another catch.
So that's about a gain of 2 yards.
And Hawkinson-
Notable Iowa Hawkeyes tight ends: Sam Laporta, Noah Fant, George Kittle, and TJ Hawkinson. Highest paid tight ends in the NFL.
No thanks, Sam Laporta, who we will see a week from tonight. The Detroit Lion at home against the Raiders.
You know, national tight end yesterday. And
Noah
I asked
Fant.
Cousins what he got TJ Hawkinson for the holiday, and he hadn't gotten him anything. Come on. What the heck?
Smash the like button.
Steady diet of football.
Here's Cam Akers on the run. Shed the tackle. Another tackle.
And the former Ram running game
And he gets himself a first down.
Tonight so far, 13 yards. Warner missed a tackle.
Man, the 49ers ain't stopping the run game right now. What's going on with that?
It really is. I mean, this is the best tackling defense in football. They're coming off a tough one, though, against Cleveland, where they did not.
But they're missing tackles tonight, though.
Really well. You see Cam Akers, he's getting through a couple arm tackles there, does a nice job.
What's going on with the 49ers
This
tonight?
Minnesota group is running the football very well here in this first half.
Cousins. Handoff.
They
Akers.
win it.
And Akers gets a good solid run. Looks like about a gain of 5 or 6.
Warner didn't miss this one. Kirk Cousins got to feel like he's back playing under Mike Zimmer. You know, when you come back and
Oh, shoot. I forgot about Mike Zimmer. Holy crap.
play action.
Haven't heard that name in a
passing
long
game
time.
Wasn't nearly as big a part of the offense as what it is now.
Did Madison get hurt?
Nice when you're playing against against a defense like the 49ers, as physical as they can be.
They already got 59 rush yards, and they only average 75 on the year through 6 weeks. Toss to the outside, Akers, and gets himself just short. Looks like he's going to be probably a yard short of the first down, but we got a flag. Who's the flag going to be on?
Much tonight with Carl Cheffers, who's been the referee in the Super Bowl.
Holding offense.
Offense. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
All right, second down.
3 in the past 7 years, and it's against Josh Oliver, who was brought in from.
Yo, shout out to the NFL stream, yo.
To do just that, block on run plays, and he got a hold of Nick Bosa.
Clearly was holding Bosa by the jersey, and then not only holding him, he was dragging him along as Bosa was trying to tackle Cam Akers.
For the first time tonight.
Excuse me. All right, empty backfield. Cousins, Addison throws, and a catch. They got the 49ers spread apart. And look at Cam Akers. No, I'm sorry, not Convoy. My bad, not Akers. Akers is 31. Wow. They are spreading the 49ers apart right now with the play caller.
Well, it's right, Todd. So as soon as they throw this ball, he's going to throw it back this way. You're anticipating that it's a double pass.
That was a double pass. Look at
nice throw, but he's got to be able to lay this thing. They can't get some quarterbacks to make throws like that.
They threw a flag at the very end of the play down at the 11. And this has been a long conversation.
Is that on the 49ers 11? Let's see.
Right now it's a 27-yard pickup.
Pass interference. Number 17.
Offense. Oh, dang. Bro, man, that took away a beautiful design play. So KJ Osborne on a pass interference call. Wow.
That flag came out very late.
And that's 10 yards. And that was Tre'Davious Ward was on the coverage. And he was blocking.
John Perry to see what he saw. John, what'd you see on it?
Everything initially is good, but then he establishes a blocking posture and begins to block while the forward pass is in the air prior to it being touched.
That's the best look at it right there.
Yeah, from that angle, you could definitely see that KJ Osborne, he was engaged in blocking before the ball had been completed.
And you see the flag is knocked down on the field even at that point.
Second and 24. That's pinning them back near midfield. Cousins back to throw. 4-man rush. Throws. It's complete. It is a catch.
KJ Osborne, guilty of the offensive pass interference and a 14-yard completion.
So now that's going to make it 3rd and 10. Almost like a regular down pretty much. So really nice catch. Let me see this. Again, Tre'Davious Ward on the coverage. That looks like it's a catch. I would say that's a catch. Give him a chance to not challenge it. Hawkinson in motion. In the shotgun. 8-play, 38-yard drive. Here's Cousins. Oh, blitz. Akers gets a first down and more. Still on his feet. Goes up. Akers again. On the end zone. Right there at the 2. At the 5, it looks like at the 2. I thought Akers got tackled at the 2. The problem is the 49ers are being spread apart, and they can't do nothing with that. Yo, shout out to Earl Phillips in the building. What's going on, Earl? Hope everything is good. Appreciate you. Oh, TJ Hawkinson went down. Look, he's holding his calf.
We just caught Kevin O'Connell on camera saying, TJ, go down.
Buy him some time.
Hopefully TJ's okay because he's been huge as to what the Vikings have been doing right now.
You got to time it up with these blockers up front, the offensive line, and they timed it up perfectly on that play.
This is probably why the 49ers don't blitz a lot. He said TJ's down.
There's O'Connell telling Hawkinson to go down. He is down now, and we'll take a break.
All right, so we're going to take a break with 8:31 remaining here in the first half. Minnesota, their offense has been well-oiled these last 2 drives effectively right now. They lead 7-0 over the San Francisco 49ers. And the funny thing is 2 penalties that looked like was going to give the 49ers good field position. Instead, Minnesota is able to overcome it with some of their with the last couple of plays. KJ Osborne making a huge 14-yard reception, and then you got the screen on the 49er blitz, and then you have Cam Akers. Cam Akers has already made an impact. I wonder what happened to Alexander Mattison. Did he get hurt? Because I haven't seen him since. So I don't know what's going on, but by the way, hope you guys like the background, man. We got US Bank Stadium. We got Kirk Cousins all blended in the screen. Same with Christian McCaffrey. We got the spinning footballs on deck. Took me a little bit of time to find these and then just create them, but y'all already know what it is, man. We got some NFL football week 7. Ain't your boy excited? Once again, I apologize, everybody, that I haven't been as active. I've just been busy with work, and then also I just want to mention to everybody also that I do have a new job. So I started with a new company, and I'm super excited because with this new company, I'm actually earning more per hour than I did at the previous company. I'm earning like a lot of my per hour rate. It's great, and I couldn't have asked for anything better. So I'm just happy that like I'm in the right place now, and I'm gonna do my very best to continue to do these streams, and I'm gonna try to be not as busy as possible until we do it. Ladies and gentlemen, on Wednesday we got the Knicks, and we got the Mavs and the Spurs, and then we got the Knicks and the Celtics, and we got the Heat and the Celtics, and we got the Warriors and Kings on Friday. Here's TJ Hawkinson back to live action.
Up after blocking out in front of Cam Akers. And Kevin O'Connell saw that.
My bad.
Just told Hawkinson to go down.
9 plays, 68-yard drives.
Stop the clock.
Vikings only time of possession. Madison.
That's he runs right into
Alexander Madison.
And on the play, a loss of 1.
So that'll be second and goal.
Yeah, he shoots right through, and this is not something that offensive linemen like because he lines up.
Please give
outside
Alexander
shade,
Madison a touchdown. I would love that.
Reach him.
That would
he
be
comes
great.
Right underneath it, so he gets a free shot there in the backfield. He's had a nice year.
Please do that for me. I will love it.
Second down and goal as a result.
Here we go. Madison, play action. Cousins, no. He threw it to Addison way too hard, and he had Madison open on the right side. Come on, Cousins, don't be selfish. I need points.
Yeah, Deommodore Lenoir, he's out there playing it really well. And Cousins, he sees the corner, and he's worried about trying to lay the ball like
damn it, I got Damian Pierce out.
The receiver the best chance to make the play. He's trying to drive it in that hole and just doesn't quite get it on him. That's one that Kirk Cousins would like that back. If you throw it that flat, can you put it on him?
Third and goal.
What he was able to. Third down and goal.
Cousins looking, throws it, lobs it. Nope, and it's incomplete. And the 49ers, they bend, but they don't break. They get the stop. And now Minnesota's going to go for the field goal.
That's good tight coverage by San Francisco.
That was great tight coverage.
You see the look on Kevin O'Connell's face, just disappointment, not being able to capitalize, finish off this drive with a touchdown.
He had Madison open on the right side on second and goal.
In an outstanding position, and as he's trying to lay it to Brandon Powell, Warner's able to get his hand on the football. It's a good play by him.
Some athleticism on this defense.
Try now by Joseph.
Check out this. Greg Joseph from 21 yards. It's good. Minnesota leads 10-0. All right, we're going to take a break with 7:33 remaining here in the first half, ladies and gentlemen. It is a 10-0 Minnesota Viking lead over the San Francisco 49ers. This should be a 14-0 game right now. Heads up play by Fred Warner, the linebacker, to make sure that Cousins did not get a touchdown pass out of that. Once again, salute to everybody in the chat. Definitely appreciate you. Your boy Louis is back right now, and I know it's going to take me a little bit of time to get back into the swing of things just because I have not been live for a while. I haven't been making videos for a while, so it is going to be a little bit minute before I get back on there, but share the stream, guys. Smash the likes. Like I said, we're going to be doing NFL football. You already know what it is. Make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. Like I said, we're starting at 7:15 for the Lakers and the Denver Nuggets. I'm excited. NBA opening week is back. NBA opening night is back. Basketball is back, ladies and gentlemen. We got Game 7 of the ALCS tonight between the Rangers and the Astros. And then obviously we got Game 6 tonight, which I believe the Diamondbacks won over the Phillies. So that's going to a decisive Game 7 tomorrow night. And the World Series, I believe, is supposed to start on Friday the 27th. Okay. So I think Games 1 and 2 will be 27 and 28. Games 3 and 4 are going to be, well, Games 3, 4, and 5 are going to be from October 30th to November 1st. And then Games 6 and 7, I believe, will be November 3rd and 4th to pretty much end the season. So we'll see how far the World Series goes, whatever two teams end up meeting. But we're going to have 2 Game 7. We have 2 Game 7s. So not a lot of rest. So no, it's really no rest for the weary. Let's just put it that way. Not a lot of rest, ladies and gentlemen. I think this has been a good football game. I kind of wish that the 49ers did score to make it a little more tight. I mean, but it's only a 10-point game, so you just eliminate the McCaffrey fumble, and then you eliminate the missed field goal by Jake Moody. San Francisco's in this game easy. This will be a tie game.
You know, they're kind of better at this than Troy is.
Yeah.
In terms of what, John?
Better without a mustache.
Is that Joe Buck's wife?
Yeah.
I thought.
There's Victor the Viking doing his little happy little tree. He put the stash back on.
Yeah, he did put the stash.
Going straight Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
After the not ready for prime time.
One of my favorites.
And that was not a high bar to be better than I am with the telestrator. It was great seeing the nephews in the booth tonight.
Yes, Uncle Troy was their favorite part of the trip so far. Blake and Wyatt here.
Future broadcasters, they were putting on a show.
All right, smash the like, hit the subscribe, ladies and gents.
It's in the blood. There they are. Mom's family is from Minnesota.
All right, here come the 49ers.
Mine is
195 yards of total offense by the Vikings, 93 for the 49ers.
moved the ball. Yeah, they've had 2 possessions. They've ended at Minnesota's 15 and the 22, but they haven't.
Smash the like, hit the subscribe.
At least 6 points on the board after the fumble by McCaffrey. They were in at least field goal range
30,
at that time.
fake, throw, Kittle, open, Kittle, shed the tackle. Kittle gets tackled, loses his helmet, but it looks like about a gain of 7 or 8.
Earlier in the game, and a gain of 7. Starting quarterbacks under Kyle Shanahan.
Brock Purdy,
You see the numbers with
90%.
Brock Purdy on the left,
All others,
percentage
50%.
set and one as a starter during the regular season.
QBR, way better than the other quarterbacks. That's with Jimmy G, CJ Beathard, Beathard, excuse me. Second and 3, Brock Purdy, 7 of 9, 69 yards. Purdy. Play action. Oh, I'm sorry. It was a run to McCaffrey. No gain on the play, and it's third down.
Well, I'm sure people can tell based on what I've said already tonight and when I've talked about Brock Purdy in the past. I'm a big fan. I like what he's been able to do. The system matters. And
Well,
the players around
Brock Purdy is a good quarterback, and he's not screwing anything up. He can make good throws. Yes, he has a great team around him. He has a great system around him.
He had him in high school. I had him in college. And Steve Axman, I know he's been well coached coming in to college, and certainly well.
3rd and 2 for the Niners. Empty backfield.
Opportunity for a guy who went in the 7th round to be surrounded by so many good things.
Is that going to be a game offense? So now 3rd and 7.
Came across and just shoved the center Brendel, maybe Pat Jones, because he was looking at the play clock. And once the play clock hit zeros, he said, "I'm coming across."
Yeah. So these guys that are down, they're watching the play clock. It's right there behind the.
But how did
you see him point to it there? soon as it hit one, he was coming off the ball.
13 on the play clock. Empty backfield. Purdy throws. Oh, my God. Oh. Woo. Man, I'm like praying Ayuk doesn't get involved, and it's going to hurt me so much. Where's he at? Let me see. 132.
He's going to run that.
That was already a gain of 4 extra already.
Good protection, and he just lays it out there, and he's got a nice arc to it. Now, in talking with him about his elbow and the injury that he had last year,
A touchdown scores, I lose this game. Nice 25-yard throw by Brock Purdy over to Ayuk. Come on, like. First and 10. Purdy, toss over to McCaffrey. McCaffrey going to the right and gets himself about 4.
He's shut down after a gain of 3.
Up 3
Let's not
yards.
gloss over this. Steve Axman was your offensive coordinator at UCLA, and he was a consultant and an assistant coach, quarterback coach
Of Brock
at
Purdy?
High School in Arizona, and Coach Brock Purdy.
Yeah, he ended his coaching career, a long distinguished coaching
So are you trying to say he's a Hall of
career.
Famer? I'm just saying. He's a Hall of Famer.
Maryland.
Too early for that. One of 2 quarterbacks to win 10 of his first 11 starts and throw for 20-plus pass touchdowns. The other guy to do that, he's pretty damn good. 2-time MVP Patrick Mahomes. Purdy, empty backfield, throw, Ayuk. And
On second down is just short of first down.
And just short of a first.
Knocked into the ground.
You know, you mentioned Brandon Ayuk and how far he's come from the very beginning of his career to where now he's established himself as the number 1 wide receiver.
I think the good thing is this game is not over yet, but I'm concerned now.
I just really like what he does.
Dang, I kind of wish Aaron Jones, if I'd have known this would have happened, I would have put more.
Taking advantage of those abilities is as good as anybody in football.
Purdy, 9 of 11, 400 yards. They send Jennings in motion. They give it to McCaffrey. He gets a first and gets himself a first down.
Here's Ayuk tonight. He's been busy with Purdy, finding him all over the place.
He's a really good receiver.
Right there, how good he is at running routes. He doesn't show anything, keeps it up the field, and then the timing that he and Brock Purdy have is really something.
Elijah Mitchell is in the backfield with McCaffrey.
All right, first and 10 for the Niners. Purdy gives it over to McCaffrey. And
Into the arms of Jonathan Bullard.
no gain. Probably about a loss of 2, maybe.
And a young man in Mitchell who led his team, the 49ers, in rushing his rookie year, has been hurt a lot since. Had no room and lost a yard.
So they actually a loss of 1.
It's a really nice play by Jonathan Bullard. The offensive line this year, it's for the most part the same group. Colton McKivitz, he takes over at right tackle for Mike McGlinchey, who was the starter last year. But as a unit in general, they haven't.
It's Purdy again, 2nd and 11 for the Niners. 3-man rush. Purdy escapes pressure. Purdy throws, complete, gets to the Jennings, and Jennings is going to get a first. Probably going to be short, just short.
By Theo Jackson.
Probably give it to McCaffrey. 2-minute warning. Kittle was in motion. So we should be taking a commercial break. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, 2-minute warning. 3rd and 1. Or maybe they're taking a 30-second break. Let's see. Let's see if they come right back. They're showing your boy Jalen Hurts, who last night against the Dolphins, he didn't play great. The Eagles, to me, didn't play great yesterday, but I thought defensively they did enough to shut down Waddle and Tyreek. And Tua, I thought they did a pretty good job of containing their offense last night. because they didn't really play their best. They didn't really play their best football, but they did great. They did good enough to win. For a second there, I thought there was just a young football player who either currently plays in the NFL or already played. I didn't know who that was, but no, this is just the commercial of those kids who have those tough conditions, like when they're born with, usually kind of like either with a disformed face or a disformed body part in their face, whether it could be the nose, there could be something messed up, in their eye and stuff, and smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. Hope everybody's doing great on this Monday evening right now here for the Louis Sports Network. Appreciate you. All right, guys, back to live action.
Time, Peyton Manning's first half reaction, and Berman's fastest 3 minutes.
Gotta love Boom's fastest 3 minutes.
We'll get time here, and we'll show it to you now. As
Ryan says, "Yep, I'm glad I'm getting a cut Wednesday." That's great.
To the line of scrimmage, there are only 8 guys out there for the Vikings on defense.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
Had they have snapped the ball. I've heard of 12, and I've heard of 10. I've not heard of 8. But I do like the number.
They're down in inches. Timeout taken by the 49ers.
So we don't even get through these 2 minutes. At least go under.
Back in 30 seconds after a word from T-Mobile.
All right, so we're taking a T-Mobile little break. There goes my boy Common. You know what's crazy? It's crazy that now that we're speaking to T-Mobile. Oh, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, I do have a new phone. So I have the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Exchanged my 13 Pro Max, which was good. Don't get me wrong, it was good to me. I kept it in great condition. The only problem was, ladies and gentlemen, was that the 13 Pro Max was way too heavy. It was heavy. So I was like, touching this phone, definitely there's definitely a difference in terms of how light it feels.
That was impressive.
This is the third drive of the 49ers where they're inside the 30 of the Vikings. They haven't scored. They're giving it to McCaffrey. Gets a first down and more. So huge third down conversion by the 49ers as they get themselves a first with a pretty solid run by McCaffrey.
Into spots with guys coming out of the breaks. With Tua Tagovailoa, who's coached by Mike McDaniel, who for 14 years was either on the same staff or working under Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I think you also see the Kyle Shanahan influence as far as what they're doing within their scheme.
49ers currently on a 9-play, 57-yard drive, really owning time of possession on this drive, which they need to. But most importantly, they need to score.
The team that does it the most is Miami. So
looks like McCaffrey's going to get featured here. Or maybe not. Purdy, play action. And Dwelly gets himself a first down.
Takes it down inside the 10. And a timeout taken by the Vikings now after a catch and run of 12. Here's some of that stuff we talked about with Tua last night and what Purdy is doing under the tutelage of Kyle Shanahan.
Well, and this is why I like Brock Purdy so much. He really does play the position in an old school kind of way to where you're relying on being able to get the ball out on time. We saw him scramble and make some plays, but for the most part, he has to anticipate and then throw the ball accurately, and he does an outstanding job of it. Now,
Jennings is a good receiver.
When you have Brandon Ayuk and you have guys like Deebo Samuel and George Kittle, there's no question that you have
Purdy, 11-13, 122 yards.
Still has to make those throws. And Purdy,
49ers are going to get the ball in the second half, ladies and gentlemen.
He has to, and it's why they've been able to win as many games as they've been able quarterback position.
Purdy manages the game well, and he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Now, give the coaching staff a lot of credit. They call good plays to where he doesn't make that position, but Purdy shows real high IQ. 10 plays, 69-yard drive. Play number 11 in the drive. They're going to give the ball to McCaffrey. I already know. Here's the ball, McCaffrey. McCaffrey gets there, gets past the line of scrimmage, but he's going to be short. So it looks like he's going to be within the 3-yard line.
Scored a touchdown in 15 straight games.
McCaffrey, 10 rushes, 32 yards.
Timeout is taken by Minnesota.
He's averaging just barely over 3 yards a carry. Excuse me on the burp. That was just me burping. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. So we got 104 remaining here in the first half. It is 2nd and goal for the 49ers, man. Can they take advantage and they score here? They need this to cut this game to 3.
It's not just him. You also see Ayuk up there blocking. These receivers.
Damn, I need Alexander Madison to do something in the second half. He's got to do something. Or else I'm going to lose this matchup. And I'm trying to get a game over 500, at least for the first time this year.
Not play in this offense for Kyle Shanahan if you are not an unselfish player that's willing to contribute in the run game as a wide receiver. You don't see that often when you look at guys around the league.
All right, man. The handoff. McCaffrey. End zone. He's in. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey does it again. 16 straight games with a touchdown, 3-yard rush, touchdown for McCaffrey, and the 49ers are back in this game, ladies and gentlemen.
That's an NFL record from scrimmage. As he's able to take it in on 2nd and goal.
Well, they do a good job up front, inside, and then George Kittle, he helps secure it. And George Kittle, he takes as much pride in blocking as he does catching a touchdown pass. Another one of those unselfish players for the San Francisco 49ers.
Here's Moody.
All right, here's Jake Moody. Here's the kick, and it's good with the extra point. So he redeems himself after the missed field goal. Needed that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So Christian McCaffrey, 16 consecutive games with a touchdown. Good for the 49ers. Shout out to 49ers fans and also to Vikings fans watching right now currently for this game. But so now with 1:01 remaining in the first half, we got ourselves a football game. 10-7, Minnesota up by 3. Just by a field goal. Oh, man. So once again, we're on commercial break. 10-7. Vikings over the 49ers right now currently, man. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to ask you, man, what was your favorite parts of this first half? I mean, Minnesota had 2 really impressive good drives. You just kind of wish that field goal drive that they had could have ended in a touchdown. But I thought their 2 drives against the 49ers were actually pretty impressive in terms of how they were able to spread them out. But also give the 49ers credit. Like, it didn't get worse for them. They could have been, like I said, they could have broke, but they didn't. Ladies and gentlemen, this Thursday, 8:15 on Amazon Prime Video, it is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Buffalo Bills in Week 8 of NFL football. Shout out to Jay in the building, guys. Smash the like, hit the subscribe.
Bradshaw and Howie Long tackle late night, plus former running back Rashad Jennings, comedian Ronnie Chang, and music from Brothers Osborne. Has that relationship?
You got to use McCaffrey in those short yard situations, man. I just hope Brandon Ayuk don't go off. I'm like tenths of a point I'm what is it, 1 point something points ahead right now in fantasy. But I know Brock Purdy's going to find a way to get him involved anyway. All right, so 101 remaining, 10-7. Vikings up by 3.
McCaffrey has scored a touchdown in 16 straight games. An NFL record for touchdowns from.
Like I said, I feel like McCaffrey is a wide receiver, not really a running back. He's a wide receiver playing running back. Mr. Irrelevant, George Kittle, Fred Warner.
If you want to go by trade, they get Trent Williams from Washington, Christian McCaffrey just over a year ago from Carolina.
Javon Hargrave signed a 4-year, $84 million contract.
What Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch have done in constructing this roster is as good an example.
4-man rush, Cousins, throw, complete to Osborne.
Second catch forced out of bounds, and the clock will
run. And you're right, Joe. The vision that those two had when they took over years ago, it has happened exactly that way.
The clock will keep on running.
Acquisition has been exactly what they wanted and really built around this
Cousins, throw,
for the most part.
complete. Hawkinson gets himself a first down.
Greenlaw was the first there, a gain of 9.
Yeah, we got a gain of 9. We got somebody hurt? No. Okay.
And the clock continues to run.
And now we got a timeout.
Kevin O'Connell calls a timeout with 30 seconds left in this first half. With the Vikings trying to avoid an 0-for-4 start here with their home schedule. I know you want to say more about the job that Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch have done working in concert.
No question. And I thought it was interesting when we talked to Kirk Cousins the other day, and he was thought to maybe be the quarterback for the 49ers at one point. And in talking with Kyle Shanahan after he left Atlanta and became the head coach as to what he envisioned, he talked about how he was going to build it around this pass rush and then the skill players and wanted to be multiple and what they were doing offensively. And it really
all right, so Joe Buck, Troy Aikman right now on the call right there at the game at US Bank. Louis Sports Network doing the game right here on the YouTube channel. Here we go. 1st and 10, 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Vikings with the ball.
This is as talented a group as anybody in the game.
Cousins back to throw. Quick throw, Addison. And, oh, don't tell me he got injured. Oh, thank God. Woo.
Out of timeout to the Vikings.
So Vikings with no timeout, they got to spike it.
With 16 seconds left.
Did I get something here? Let's see.
Madison is walking to
136. I mean, I did complete a pass. Come on now. 137.
He got hit pretty good. He's walking off the field pretty slowly. Here's the end of that play.
Who got hit? Greenlaw or Madison? Oh, Madison got in the back of his neck.
The arm there across the helmet, the front part of it. He's getting checked out.
Hit by Isaiah Oliver as well. Now 3rd down and 6.
16 seconds remaining. Cousins. Back to throw. Cousins. And it's – oh! Wow. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Jordan Addison. Tre'Davious Ward tried to take the ball away. This time, Addison redeems himself, gets the football back, runs for 60 yards, and gets the touchdown. Wow. 60-yard catch. That was an interception if I saw one. And Jordan Addison with a 60-yard touchdown, 2nd touchdown of the game. Here's the extra point, but it's no good.
Extra point is no good, by the way.
I wonder if he checked his cleats at pregame.
Wow. Unbelievable. What a hell of a play. Addison does the same to White on this play. That should have been another interception.
And he just lays it out there, not able to get it out where he wanted to get it to give Addison.
That should have been another interception. That's a heads-up play by Addison, though.
Just hanging with it, being able to come back,
redeems himself.
And wrestle the ball away from Ward after he was unable to do that in the first quarter.
What a strike.
Unbelievable.
7 seconds left in the half, and that was 60 yards. And after that opening drive interception, the Vikings have gone touchdown, field goal, touchdown.
Well, and the other part of that is Steve Wilkes, defensive coordinator, took over for D'Amico Ryans this year after he became head coach of the Texans. He calls a 6-man blitz. And so it was man coverage.
So instead, Minnesota takes a 16-7 lead. Joseph misses the field goal. But the 49ers had the momentum, and then the Vikings take it right back.
Let's go back early in the game at the end of the first possession. Cousins throws, and these two battled for the ball, and this time Charvarius Ward took it away for his second interception of the season. And now moments ago, there they are again, and Addison took it for a 60-yard score. Niners kneel on it.
Niners kneel, and that's going to end the first half.
This is a 9-point game at the half after the missed extra point. Well,
wow, what an ending to the first half. Wow. How about Minnesota taking the fight to the 5-1 49ers? And that's just an unfortunate play if you're the Niners defense, because Tre'Davious White had that ball. It's just Jordan Addison decided to make a play on it, and he ends up scoring for 60 yards. That's a back burner, if you're San Francisco, because you score with the Christian McCaffrey touchdown, and it looked like Kirk Cousins was going to throw another interception. I call him No Cousins, was about to throw another. He was about to throw a second interception, but Jordan Addison, the rookie, makes a terrific play, snatching the football from Tre'Davious White so that White doesn't get a second interception and go 60 yards to the house. And this, you're looking at the difference between a 3-point game and a 9-point game right now, which we're at the half. 16-7 with the Vikings taking the lead at the half over the 49ers.
Had to have built with that 10-0.
Let's take a listen right now to Scott Van Pelt and Peyton Manning on the first half.
There on the touchdown. How does that change the way you sort of see where this game heads in the second half?
It's a big momentum play.
It was so critical that Minnesota had all 3 timeouts, right? That's why you don't want to waste the timeout early in the first or second quarter. They call them down there. Sure, they give up the touchdown, but that allows Kurt to have time, get down, toward midfield, throws a skinny post behind his receiver. Addison says, hey, I let my quarterback down early. I'm not doing it again.
You got to give heads up play to the rookie, man. You really do.
Addison. That's the kind of play SVP that can just build his confidence for the rest of his career.
He's off to a remarkable start out of USC. Already has 6 touchdowns. As for San Francisco, they do get a touchdown on that drive. They've missed a kick and they fumbled inside the 10. They get the ball to start the second half. I'm interested in what you are seeing from Purdy. We're getting all these thoughts from Troy, a Hall of Famer, as you'll be. What's your sense of what you're seeing from him?
Look, obviously we didn't know how Brock was going to respond after a loss because he's never lost in the NFL, right? You can watch some old Iowa State film. He looks calm out there. They're moving the ball. Unfortunately, they're making some of those same mistakes that they made last week against Cleveland, right? Turnovers, right? Missed field goals, right? They're doing the right things. They just got to finish these drives and put touchdowns down the red zone to get back in this game.
Peyton, appreciate very much the time. Tell Eli hello and thanks. We appreciate you guys being with us on Countdown.
Give me 1 second, guys.
On ESPN2. Be well until our paths cross again. All right, sir?
Thanks, pal.
All right, you as well.
You're watching the All-State Halftime.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 16-7 is your score here in the first half. Smash the like, hit the subscribe. Minnesota making some noise right now against the 5-1 San Francisco 49ers right now. Jay says the Vikings players are raising their trade value so far. I mean, you're looking at, well, I wouldn't say more so Alexander Mattinson, but Cam Akers for sure, because he's played well in the first half. He came in and made an impact. TJ Hawkinson is definitely making himself trade bait right now. If they even consider trading Jordan Addison, they probably might, but something tells me they're probably not going to trade Jordan Addison with the way he's played in the first half. But then again, Vikings probably would trade him. They need to trade Kirk Cousins, to be honest with you, because they haven't been able to win with him. I just feel like they need to move on from Kirk. Excuse me. They got to find a way to move on from him. Anyway, let's go to the first half stats here on the channel between both teams. 49ers and Vikings here on Monday Night Football. As you see, Kirk Cousins full of thunder right now. The thunder that should be preserved for your boy Jordan Addison with the way he's played in this first half, despite getting out wrestled for a football by Tre'Davious Ward for that first interception that Cousins threw. All right, let's look at passing yards. Passing yards for both teams. Brock Purdy, 11 of 13, 122 yards right now in the first half. Kirk Cousins, 15 of 20, 212 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. McCaffrey with that 3-yard touchdown reception, 11 carries, 35 yards, 1 touchdown. Alexander Mattison, 6 carries, 34 yards. He has 1 reception for 4 yards, 38 total yards off of scrimmage. Brandon Ayuk, 5 receptions, 57 yards. He's played really well in the first half. Jordan Addison, 4 receptions, 95 yards, 2 touchdowns. He has played amazing in this first half. And let's also not forget TJ Hawkinson, who's also had 5 catches for, I believe he's over 60 yards. Let's listen to your boy Chris Berman now, shall we?
Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs.
Oh my God, that
you digs me now. 2-late touchdown.
how you digs me now. That's a good one. That's my man Berman. The fact that the Bills lost to Mac Jones, let that sink in, man.
Joining Don Shula and George Hallis. Chiefs, Chargers, always a fun show.
Travis Kelce, 179 yards on 12 catches last night. Herbert, what does he do? Batted and intercepted. Boy, my boy talks so much crap and is always overrating his charges, but yet Justin Herbert is always finding a way to suck in big moments. Lamar, to Mark Andrews, his favorite target. They have 38-6 Ravens. Colts, oh, that was a good game. Oh, Myles Garrett. That was crazy. Myles Garrett played possessed yesterday.
He beat San Francisco last week, and P.J. Walker helped Cleveland win
What a move.
in Indy with a late clutch pass. Tyson Bagent, free Bagent, if you will, from Division II Shepherd University. But he leads the Bears.
Raiders got killed.
The Raiders at Soldier Field. He's now the secret Bagent man. We're changing his number to 007.
Dante Foreman.
For the Chicago Bears.
Wilson.
Russell Wilson. Cortland Sutton out of the dark and into the light. 1 win no longer.
If Cortland Sutton could put it together, he's a good receiver.
Tyrod Taylor, Darren Waller. Giants, 1 win no longer for them.
Oh my God.
This is the end.
Tyrod Taylor, we got to win automatically with him at quarterback compared to freaking Daniel Jones.
Yes, he got the beat down the Seahawks 4-2.
Seahawks playing well.
Jalen Warren. They come from 7 down to win at LA against the Rams. Mike Tomlin's team has won 7 straight.
Kenny Pickett played okay.
In a tie game.
Steelers 4-2.
Tampa, Atlanta.
Desmond Ridder.
Night Ridder to Kyle Pitts, setting up
the field goal.
Clutch kickers, Young Wade Cool.
Tough loss for the Buccaneers last night, 16-13 to the Falcons.
They're in first place. They win at Tampa Bay.
Falcons are 4-3.
This is the end. It's never the end of NFL primetime. Over an eye on ESPN Plus live at 7:30 every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever you want it. Scotty.
Thanks, Boomer.
I'm pretty sure they're going to probably go to the second half to other things. As you guys heard, Giants 14-7, New England 28-25 over the Buffalo Bills. A great game between the Browns and the Colts, 39-38. Our game is 16-7 at the half in favor of the Vikings. Jacksonville beat New Orleans on Thursday night by the score of 31-24. Baltimore, they just killed the Lions 38-6. Sunday Night Football, we had the Eagles and the Dolphins. And the Eagles win 31-17 over the Dolphins last night. That was the other game that wasn't mentioned. You know, I gotta laugh at Joy Taylor. She talked all that crap, talking about how the Dolphins are the best team in the NFL and all that kind of stuff. And all of a sudden, after they get beat by the Bills, oh yeah, I heard that the Eagles just acquired Kevin Byard. They got him from the Titans. We know Shady gonna be biased towards his damn Eagles because he played for them. Hold on a second. I gotta rewind that to go back to see who the Eagles play next. Let's take a look at that schedule. Okay. They beat the Patriots. They barely beat the Vikings. They beat the Buccaneers. They beat the Commanders in OT. They beat the Rams and the Jets. Both of those were struggle games. They didn't play great against the Dolphins. Their pass defense is definitely weaker than it was last year. Last year, they were the number one pass defense. This year, they're middle of the pack. And I thought Jalen Hurts really didn't play that well. Okay, so next week, they're at Washington. Then they got a Week 9 showdown against the Cowboys. That's on Fox. So they get a bye week of Week 10. Bro, look at their schedule. They got the Chiefs, the Bills in Week 12, the 49ers, the Cowboys, the Seahawks. I said the last 3 games are favorable for them. From weeks 11 to 15 is tough. That's a tough schedule right there. That's a real tough schedule for the Eagles. You can't take the Arizona Cardinals lightly either. I also will say this too: the Eagles are not at full strength. But like I said, give them credit, man. Louis, how many blocks per game you have Victor having in his rookie year? Jay says 2 to 3. I'm going to go with about just a little over 2. So I'm going to go maybe with like 2.2 blocks per game. Like if I want to make an estimate on how accurate that's going to be, I'm going to say 2.2 blocks he'll have in his rookie year. But then at the same time, I don't think 3 is asking for too much just because of his size, and people were already calling him a bust without having to play an NBA game. I was like, you got to wait and see, man.
First half highlights brought to you by Target as we get set for our second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, start of the third quarter right now. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. Yes, your boy Louis Sports Network doing the game right here. Smash the like.
To be impressed with the way they played that first half.
Well, there's no question. I don't want to take anything away
Hit the
from
subscribe.
Minnesota because they really did play a nice first half.
But the 49ers.
Stepped up, made plays when they needed to. I think Kirk Cousins has really played well in that first half. I go back to that last play, to the touchdown there to Jordan Addison, when Steve Wilkes decides to come with an all-out blitz. And there's 16 seconds on the clock, and it's 3rd and 6. And, you know, if they make the tackle,
yeah,
the clock probably runs out before they're able to do anything about it. But he came with the blitz, and the Vikings were able to make him pay.
He made a hell of a play.
Check in with Lisa Salters after the
Ryan says, which wrestler do you think
with Ray McLeod waiting
is overrated between the Warrior and Lex Luger?
Into the end zone, Lisa, what did you learn?
Yeah, Joe, well, Kyle Shanahan was not happy about that last Vikings touchdown. He said, we made one pick. We got to have that one, too. And the fact that they scored on 3rd and 16 is inexcusable. About his offense and how Brock Purdy is holding up against the Vikings blitz. He said, we haven't punted yet. We had an unfortunate turnover and a missed field goal. But he said, Brock Purdy has been awesome.
Call me crazy, but I feel like Warriors more overrated than Lex Luger.
9 for 10 for 87 yards against the blitz tonight. He's been blitzed on 10 of his 14
Addison has been a huge spark plug.
That's what Brian Flores in this Vikings defense, what they do.
Purdy.
Send extra men.
Purdy.
Trying to get away, fakes the throw, and he's out of bounds, chased by Lowry. And on that
My man Purdy palming that ball football like Michael Jordan out
On
here.
that play, even on first down, they bring the blitz, and that's the thing about Brian Flores. It doesn't really matter. I mean, he starts bringing it as soon as
Like I said,
they line up from the very first snap.
Minnesota blitz is like about 60% of the time on pass plays.
So you don't get the clean releases by the receivers. Ball doesn't come out quite in the same
Purdy's 9 of
time
10 against the blitz.
as it does when corners are
2 of 3 against the when Minnesota hasn't blitzed. Purdy, throw, Jennings. That's a gain of 8.
Is made by Hicks.
It's a gain of
He's
8.
going to be short of first down yardage, so 3rd down and a yard coming up.
So it's a gain of 9. Never mind. I would like to go to U.S. Bank Stadium in Minnesota. I've always loved those purple jerseys. Third and 1. We send Kittle in motion. A sweep. And the first down.
Kittle picks it up. McCaffrey had been 2 for 2 on 3rd down and 1. This time they hit the tight end in motion, George Kittle, who has his first carry of the season for first down.
No, it's a good job. And Charlie Warner, he does a good job on the edge as far as just securing it and allowing Kittle to pick
So
up
George
the
Kittle gets a first down.
Bottled up. Kyle Shanahan's anticipating the
1st and 10 for the 49ers.
Side, which they do, and they were able to get on the edge for the first down.
Kittle, 3 targets, 2 receptions, 16 yards. Purdy, toss over to McCaffrey.
Jennings missed a block, and McCaffrey goes
Wow.
down. He wasn't the only one guilty, but DJ Wanham got through. A loss of 3 on the play.
It's a really great play by DJ Warner.
Hell of a tackle.
And this is what the 49ers typically are able to do successfully. They got Jawan Jennings here and then Werner, and they double on that edge defender. Only Wanham this time is able to split it and get to McCaffrey before he's able to outrun him.
League's leading rusher McCaffrey.
Yeah, but you know what, Ryan? It's really hard to trust Hogan,
2nd and 13.
which I call him the biggest politician ever in wrestling history. Don't get me wrong, he's done a lot of great things for the history of wrestling. So I'll always give him that credit.
This relentless blitz.
But he could have been looked at even more differently had he not been the politician that he was.
But you know you always have to deal with it, and as a play caller and as a quarterback, it just kind of wears you out.
Well, it does, and it's why Brian Flores does it. He talked about back in 2009 or so, he was an offensive assistant.
Wait, who called the timeout?
To Bill O'Brien with the New England
We got
Patriots.
12-16 remaining here in the third quarter. Just underway here in the third. 49ers with the ball. They get the ball in the second half.
The offensive staff, and he knew then that was defense that he wanted to get into when he got to that side.
Triple H is mostly known for the reign of terror. That's really it. But Hogan, he's been politicking his whole goddamn career.
Pretty heavy hand on what all that they're doing, but when he took over on his own, when he went to Miami,
Let's see, highest blitz percentage: Pittsburgh, Green Bay, New England. Bro, but Minnesota blitzes almost 60% of the time. I'd be throwing more screens. All right, here's Purdy. Rolls left, and Purdy sacked. Oh, Minnesota's recovered.
But right now it's recovered by Metellus.
Are they going to call that a...
Daniil Hunter had pressure, and now the officials talk about it. Certainly looked like Purdy was down when the ball came out, and then he was throwing it. But let's take a look.
I don't think he was down. Fumble.
Recovered by the defense.
Yeah, he wasn't down. He was just down on the body.
Yeah, I think he's down by contact prior to the pass being thrown. I think they'll come back and put him at that spot. Watch the shin.
Oh, the shin. Shin, yeah.
Shin right there.
Yeah. He's down.
And to me, he's throwing the ball anyway as opposed to a fumble.
Yeah, I agree. I was going to say either way, they now hope that he's down because otherwise it's an incomplete pass in my book.
I mean, either way, the 49ers are going to have to punt.
Interesting thing about that play, he's down. But unlike the rest of the night we've been talking about it, the Vikings only rushed 3 on that play. But Danielle Hunter, he won up front right away.
He was down by contact. Shin.
After review, the runner is down by contact at the 21-yard line. It will be third down. Well, the crowd's not happy. The Vikings weren't going to get the ball either way. But the pressure by Danielle Hunter.
So it's 3rd and 25.
Still looking for a contract extension. He knows how to find quarterbacks.
3rd and 25 for the 49ers.
It's just a really good play by Danielle Hunter. He's having an outstanding start.
He was going to get sacked if he would have stayed in the pocket or even tried to roll right. He would have gotten tackled before he even got a chance to scramble. 12-yard loss. Empty backfield. Here's Purdy. They need a big one. And it's batted incomplete.
Coordinated by Flores is playing ball tonight. Hicks got his hand on that.
Yeah, I think that he's done a really good job, and this defense has executed in that in order to get pressure, they've had to play that style. And even when they have, coming into this game, they weren't a team that was getting to the quarterback, even with all the blitzing that they
49ers to punt.
We've seen what Purdy's been able to do, but they've definitely had an effect.
Kyle told Lisa that they haven't.
Hogan and Flair should have gone against each other in their prime. Oh, what a stutter step move. Oh, but he got tackled real fast. Oh, they lost the ball. I think it was recovered by Minnesota. I think Minnesota recovered. No, Minnesota recovered. Minnesota recovered.
Made that tackle. It's Minnesota's ball. Returner is down by contact. First down, Minnesota. Well covered after that beautiful punt of 62 yards.
So really good point. That was pretty close. All right, we're going to take a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. 11:45 remaining here in the third quarter. It is a 16-7 Minnesota Vikings lead over the 49ers. So I do think that Hogan and Flair should have met in their prime. I agree with you. I honestly think that would have made some huge money, even if the match quality wouldn't have probably have been the best. But you're talking about prime Hogan and what he was doing mainstream. And then you see what Flair was doing in the territories, and then obviously, you know, what he did for NWA. The hype around that would have been incredible. So I honestly think that they missed an opportunity, both guys in their prime. There was a video that from a channel called Wrestling Bios. If any of you have ever heard of this channel, I recommend you guys go subscribe to the channel if you're a wrestling fan, and definitely watch Wrestling Bios' content, because there was a video that he made that talked about wrestling's missed opportunity, and it talked about both Hogan and Flair never getting a chance to meet in their prime, you know, for a match. And he goes into detail as to why it was such a missed opportunity. Because we know Flair is known for sometimes his overselling. We already know about the famous turnbuckle bump that Shawn Michaels and Triple H have copied. Triple H kind of changed his a little bit in terms of where he grabs the rope, and I like that. I like that bump that Triple H does, honestly. But Shawn clearly does the Ric Flair joint. Like, you could clearly tell that. Triple H started doing the Ric Flair thing, but he changed his style. Like, once he got more bigger, muscular. Again, roids or not, but It is what it is. Ryan says, I would have loved a Undertaker and Bret Hart match, but it didn't happen. Here's a match that to me was WrestleMania worthy. Bret Hart against Kurt Angle. That's a match that to me should have happened. It never did. I kind of wish Bret was able to stay through the Attitude Era and have a match with Kurt Angle. Kind of like the way that Kurt Angle had his match against Chris Benoit at WrestleMania. I think it probably would have been even better. That would have definitely been great. Obviously, you look at Shawn Michaels and AJ Styles. That's a WrestleMania match missed opportunity. Could you imagine both guys in their prime? That would have been great. You look at Undertaker and Sting, another missed opportunity by the WWE, where you get 97 Taker in his prime, 97 Sting in his prime. Are you kidding me? Play action. Cousins going deep. And KJ Osborne with a first down. I really wonder how much time Minnesota's going to take off the clock with this possession here.
By this offensive line, they secure things over here, and you see the
play action to Madison.
That Kirk Cousins has. He just lays it out there. We've talked about Brock Purdy and what he does getting the ball out. Kirk Cousins is the same way. He has to do it from within the pocket, throw with time, get the ball to the receivers.
Play action. Cousins throws, quick throw. Hawkinson sheds the tackle. Nope.
Strongly by Oren Burks. We came into this game talking about the Vikings.
Nice tackle by Burks. Looks like about a gain of, what is it, 2 or 3?
And part of that is being able to run the ball and keep this defense off balance. And they've been able to do it. We mentioned how much the Vikings have struggled to run the football. They're averaging just under 6 yards a carry. And Kirk Cousins has been efficient. They've done a
Steve Wilkes first season as defensive coordinator.
Remind everybody they're doing it without Justin Jefferson.
Addison in motion. They give it to Madison. Madison. No. Jesus, man. Oh, man. Madison is so frustrating, man.
In All-Pro last year, he's only in his 3rd year. He's just 23 years old, and he's getting better and better and better.
He's a special player.
Madison is so frustrating.
He's really been terrific, but he's come into his own, and he makes a good tackle here.
He should have just went to the outside.
Some of the things that were said at halftime.
Oh, Lord.
The Vikings offense that had
35.
yards of offense.
At least make Addison a receiver. Cousins. Addison.
First down to the 45. 11 yards for Jordan
So
Addison.
now he's got 5 catches for 106 yards.
Cousins hung in and delivered a strike.
Well, C.J. Ham does an excellent job. They play man coverage. They got the man beater. And Wilkes, when he's dialed up the pressure, we saw
really good 11-yard touch reception right there by Jordan Addison. Good route, too.
But corners are soft in man coverage, and the Vikings have been able to take advantage of it.
It's another cross route. Addison in motion. Play action again. Cousins is sacked.
With pressure from Randy Gregory in his 2nd game, 49ers looking for grounding.
Man, I love those 49er helmets. I ain't gonna front. Those 49er helmets are dope as you know what.
Yeah, they definitely were setting up the screen, but if there was ever such a thing.
You think Mankind and The Undertaker as a last man standing match would have actually concluded things? That's an interesting take. Because they had their boiler room brawl. They had their buried alive match.
There's no air underneath it to get it in the vicinity of number.
Obviously, they had the Hell in a Cell match. But that was the Hell in a Cell match was really more so known for the moment that it created in wrestling history. Really more so than the match, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, what we term no air. He throws it directly into the turf. I like it as grounding based on how he threw the football.
Oh, he threw the ball on the ground before that.
To get it in the vicinity of number 30.
Cousins threw that ball tight funny. 2nd and 10. Play action again. Throw complete. And Powell gets himself a first down, but we got a flag.
Warren missed the tackle, but a flag was thrown.
Offense, defense. Oh, so it's on Tre'Davious Ward. First down.
So Brandon Powell gets in on the fun. Yeah, and I wasn't sure how it was going to go because Brandon Powell at the top of this round.
Please get into the end zone so that Madison can score a touchdown. Please. I need points.
Catch the receiver on that.
I need points.
But here's a better look at it. I didn't see a whole lot from Charvarius Ward.
I see it as the official did. He is going into and stepping into the route of the receiver.
Oh,
the
man.
quarterback was in the pocket with the ball.
Smash the like button. Cousins dumps it. Oh, my God. That was almost intercepted. Jeez.
And he had visions of a pick six. Well, Fred Warner, I mentioned how instinctive he is, and he's the best middle linebacker in football.
No, I thought the match was good. It was a good match.
In the middle of your screen.
It was a good match.
And these type plays.
Yeah, global warning. Yeah, that was in Australia. That pay-per-view.
An interception against Dallas that was one of the best plays I'd seen based on where he was at the time the ball was thrown. But he plays 100 miles an hour on every snap.
Cousins going deep. End zone. Oh, Addison, it's incomplete. A flag. You sure about that? I don't know.
And the officials get together.
Pass interference on the defense.
I don't think these officials saw it the same way because they are in a conversation.
I don't know, man. I don't think that's pass interference.
With each other, and this has been ongoing since the flag came out. Well, it did look like there was a bit of a grab.
Oh, who?
John?
Let's see.
Yeah, when we see it in real speed, I didn't see any contact that I would say that significantly hindered. There's a little hand checking, a little hand feeling, which he may think is holding on the ball.
Defense. Let's see. I didn't see much.
Yeah, and on the replay, you can see that the arm is restricted, and he can't get that second hand up.
Oh, I see.
Making a bid for his third touchdown of the night.
Had his whole arm.
Are still talking about it.
I think what they're looking for is where did it begin as far as the spot is concerned, which would be about the 1 or 2 yard line.
Well, that's where they have it spotted, is at the 1. I agree. There wasn't a lot, and not a real.
I don't think that's much though.
Grab by Lenore, but it was
no.
Cousins trying to sneak it.
Nah, he didn't get it.
49ers came flying over the top.
My man Troy Polamalu that joint. Nope, he didn't get that.
Yep.
Dang. The whole Troy Polamalu play. Woo! That was dope. Was that Fred Warner?
We don't even want the quarterback sneaking anymore. They're looking at plays like that.
Again?
Now the ball doesn't come up. That'll back them up.
Yo, but just run the football.
Fly, but I don't think the snap ever happened.
Why y'all keep trying to QB sneak it? That's just stupid.
The ball was ever snapped. Or maybe Bradbury didn't have a chance to. With somebody diving on the ball from the 49ers. You know, Nebraska made a play like that famous at one time. The fumble.
Zworsky.
Number 66 offense. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
That ball was never even snapped.
So the full start will back him up to the 6. Cousins is probably thinking, thank God we don't have to do any more sneaking.
Second and goal.
How was he called for the penalty?
Give it to Addison, man. Quick throw. Addison, touchdown. No.
To the
1. Give it to Addison.
Isaiah Oliver able to get through to make the stop, and back to the 1 they go. It's 3rd and goal. Yeah, they get it back there, and a good job by Jordan Addison just in terms of getting the ball in his hands and going, and not hesitating and getting it as close to the goal line.
Cousins, 5 of 6. 137 yards, 2 touchdowns, 5 first downs on 3rd down tonight against the 49ers.
Both Vikings touchdowns have come on 3rd down.
Cousins Throws incomplete. Oh, Jesus,
The
bro.
field goal unit comes on for the Vikings and Kevin
Ah.
O'Connell. Thinking of what might have been. Well, I saw what Kirk Cousins saw in Diamador Lenore, who got called for the pass interference. He's out in front of the receiver, and Cousins
Damn, that would have been huge for
wants
my
him to throttle
fantasy.
down so
Damn
he
it.
can put it on him. Here's Lenore.
Damn
See, he
it.
just wants Madison to just sit down.
It has a digital checking account that can build credit without the debt. I know.
All right, so we're taking a little bit of a break right now. I guess they skipped the field goal. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. We got ourselves a 19-7 football game. I guess a field goal was made by Joseph. Cut, bench, start, Lewis, WWE tag teams, Edge and Christian, Team 3D, or the Hardy Boys. What does WWE test for, or do they? Must be lenient because Brock failed multiple PD tests and went back to wrestling. Well, I feel like, to me, Vince has been hiding when it comes to his steroid stuff. He was part of a steroid scandal. They don't, they kind of kept that quiet. It was funny because Hogan had like slimmed down, and then at that time he had left after he lost to Yokozuna and dropped the title at the King of the Ring. Karam says, I'm feeling great tonight. Didn't see the Rangers going this far. Did the Rangers win? Oh, they're up 8-2? Oh, wow. So the Houston Astros out here laying an egg in a Game 7. Well, I mean, Dusty Baker could say he got his championship last year, right? If the Rangers win, I really hope they win the World Series. I mean, considering what happened in 2011, up 3-2 against the Cardinals, and David Freese being in the middle of, as well as he was hitting that baseball in the World Series, being the World Series MVP that he was, and I saw that series. And I think that was the series that Pujols had 3 home runs.
Fired up, trying to inspire his teammates. Kirk Cousins, 7 for 7 for 172.
Oh, that's right. Bruce Bochy and Dusty Baker. Bruce Bochy won his World Series with the Giants. He won 3 of them. And Dusty Baker went to the World Series in 2002, and they should have beat the Angels that year. They should have. They were the better team, in my opinion.
Nailed down by McLeod out to the 25. The NBA season tips off tomorrow with our doubleheader Wednesday on ESPN. Lisa Salters will be with her crew in New York for the Celtics and Knicks at 7 Eastern. Then out to San Antonio for the Mavs.
San Antonio, Dallas against San Antonio on Wednesday. For an NBA doubleheader on Wednesday, basketball is back starting tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. 335 yards for the Vikings of total offense, 168 for the 49ers. 6:59 here in the third quarter. Smash the like, hit the subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Here is Brock Purdy back to throw. Empty backfield. Quick throw, and he's got it to Christian McCaffrey on the outside, and it looks like he's going to get himself a first down.
McCaffrey is ahead for 12 and a first down. And come into a game like this, McCaffrey's the key. You've got to be able to control him, and they've been able to do that. They've held him to under 3 yards.
13 touches, 44 scrimmage yards, 1 touchdown. Like I said, I just hope they don't involve Brandon Ayuk.
So those 2 guys, Kittle has 2 catches in the game, hasn't done much.
I mean, Addison had a touchdown, which I'm tight about. Purdy looking, throwing. George Kittle with a first down.
Kittle takes it down inside the 40 to the 35. And the calls against the Vikings, this will stand. Well, the Vikings, they do not play.
From contact, defense. First down.
The Vikings do not play a lot of man coverage. They blitz a lot, but they play zone behind it. They man up on George Kittle, and it's Metellus who's trying to run with him. And Kittle, he's able to beat him on the route. A good throw by Purdy. They take advantage of a look that they've been waiting on with Kittle.
George Kittle, 4 targets, 3 receptions, 44 yards. Ayuk on the right side. Purdy, quick throw. McCaffrey, he gets free. McCaffrey in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Just like that, Christian McCaffrey scores 35-yard touchdown catch. And it's a 19-13 game. 3 plays, 75-yard drive, only lasting a minute and 5 seconds on Brian Flores' defense.
All-out blitz, 0 blitz, locked up man-to-man, 3 defenders on 3 potential
Easy.
receivers. They get the ball to
And you put McCaffrey on the outside, forget about it. It's a wrap. 19-13. 49ers back in this game. Jake Moody kicks the extra point, and it's good. 5-point game. All right, so just under 6 minutes remaining, ladies and gentlemen. 5:54 remaining here in the third quarter. 49ers once again back in this game. They trail 19-14 on a 35-yard strike by Brock Purdy on the quick screen play to McCaffrey. I just think Minnesota's mistake was going with the blitz. The blitz cost them right there for Minnesota. And just like that, it's a 5-point game. Ryan says, I would bench Edge and Christian, cut Team 3D, and he would start the Hardy Boys. You know what's crazy? I thought that actually would be the same way that I would have done mine too in terms of the tag teams. Just because the Hardys to me bring more, they're more flashy, more exciting. Edge and Christian were more entertaining in terms of how funny they were. Team 3D was all about the tables, and that's crazy. It's how they made their fame in the WWE with the whole table stuff. Jay says, Dusty has never won a Game 7. Bochy has never lost a Game 7. Makes that 8-2 look different. We'll see. Well, you know the old saying, when a manager has won more Game 7s and then another manager has constantly lost in the Game 7s, you're always going to look at the decision-making that managers usually make in those kind of games. But sometimes it just comes down to the scouting report. It comes down to the matchup. You know, those things kind of, pretty much play a factor into it. That's just a fact. What is Laser X Ultra? I mean, shouldn't they be using that? Laser X Ultra. How do you play that? I mean, it looks cool. That's like some laserx.com. I'm about to check that. Karam says, I was feeling optimistic going into tonight. I mean, you should now. The Rangers won Game 6. I mean, Houston was up 3-2. You know Dusty's gonna get the blame if the Astros don't win tonight. You had a 3-2 lead. All right, the Vikings will get the ball back.
Wanwu on the return, just off IR, can't get to the 15. George Odom downfield to make the stop.
We got to see if the 49ers got the momentum, though. We got an injury on the 49ers on special teams. Well, actually, excuse me, and for the Vikings.
Ryan Asamoah for the Vikings. Can't see who for the 49ers. Take a break, come back.
All right, so we got 2 injuries, 1 for each team. 5:51 remaining, so we're going to take a break. 19-14 Vikings over the 49ers right now. 49ers just scored on a 35-yard touchdown pass from Brock Purdy on a screen over to McCaffrey. Like I mentioned before, Minnesota decided to go with a blitz, which to me was a mistake, and they got burned for it because then it just, as Troy Aikman mentioned, that puts everybody else in man coverage, and you already know man coverage. It was a wrap. And I said McCaffrey with that speed, he was going to have all the time in the world to probably get a touchdown, and he ended up getting it for 35 yards. You know, it's crazy, man. Everybody's been talking about, the inclusion of Jade Cargill now that she's here. She's already had a run-in with Becky Lynch. She's had a run-in with Charlotte Flair. Everybody's hoping that her and Rhea go at it, which I'm pretty sure she did. And then Bianca Belair just came back last night. I'm gonna be honest though, I haven't been Rhea's reign has kind of been underwhelming. I just feel like she hasn't had the right opponents because we know how talented she is. She had that classic match with Charlotte Flair, right? Maybe. Is that Raquel Rodriguez? Yes, it is. That's Raquel. Who else is that? Shayna Baszler. I mean, they haven't really used her well at all ever since the pandemic. That was probably the best time they used her, but then it was like the way they treated her against Becky Lynch was just kind of like, what are they going to do with her? I don't know. All right, man, back to live action, ladies and gentlemen.
By Mass Mutual. Talk to a financial professional today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. I'll tell you who the players were involved, both able to get up and walk
looks
off
like Cam
to the
Akers
sideline
again.
under their own power. Here's Powell on a jet sweep, and there's
I knew that was a jet sweep.
Fred Warner making the stop. It was Demetrius Flanagan Fowles for the 49ers and Brian Asamoah for the Minnesota Vikings. Both were able to get up and get to the sideline. Asamoah now in the medical tent on the Vikings sideline. Flanagan Fowles seems like he's okay.
Second and 5. Cousins, play action. Cousins throws. And good tackle.
By Oren Burks, the former Packer, who is really
And now it's going to be 35.
49er picked up last
So
year.
no gain.
Question he has because he struggled when he was with Green Bay for those 4 years, but he's found himself a nice home. It's a much different scheme than the one he played in, but he's played really.
Sometimes it just takes a change of scheme.
San Francisco trying to force
Way
a
better.
3 and out. 3rd down and 5.
Here comes Akers in motion to the shotgun. 5 seconds on the clock. Cousins gets the ball. 4-man rush. Cousins and Powell gets a first down on a nice throw.
Cousins has been perfect downfield.
He has been, and Brandon Powell did some good things last year with the Rams, and he does a good job on the top of that route in getting Fred Warner turned around, and he's able to do it because he threatens them with speed down the field. Cousins
Really nice catch by Powell for the first down.
This offensive line for the Vikings is really a good group. I think people don't realize it because they had struggled running the football coming in, but it's a much better group than a lot of people realize.
Akers? No.
Got past close up, but got a yard. Fred Warner made the stop. Talk about Cousins being good downfield.
So Fred Warner on the stop, second down for the Vikings.
8 for 8. Throws 10-plus yards downfield. And he's been under some pressure, but he's hung in and has been able to find his receivers, and he spread the ball around.
My problem with Cousins is in big
you can
games.
watch a lot of football games and not have better quarterback play by both quarterbacks in the game. I think Brock Purdy's been outstanding. I think Kirk Cousins has been outstanding, and especially on 3rd down. This defense for the 49ers, they've been unable to get off the field on 3rd down.
Cousins. And Hawkinson gets a first down.
Down for the Vikings. Minnesota really showing some toughness here tonight, trying to match the toughness that we expect from the 49ers. And Cousins over 300 yards passing tonight.
You gotta be tight if you're the Niners defense
87, TJ Hawkinson
to allow
and
300 yards.
Earlier, but that's an option route for him. He has a chance to either break inside, break outside, or hook up, and he's got a really good feel for where he needs to be, and he's always on
I'm
the
guessing
same
they're not
page
bringing
with Kirk Cousins.
play action, quick throw.
Here's
Chandler.
Got around
And another first down.
And gets another Vikings first
Bro,
down. Kirk Cousins was intercepted on the third play of the game. And since
the screens and the crossing routes have hurt the 49ers all game. And Hawkinson is down again.
Hawkinson is down and needing attention from the trainers.
He wasn't told to get down again, was he?
Yeah, no, not this time. So here at his foot.
Feels a little more legit. Out in front of Chandler blocking. And got hit from behind. So they check on their big tight end. First down for the Vikings when we come back.
24 contenders return to.
Hopefully that's not I hope that's not an Achilles injury because, I mean, he did get hit, but it looked like it wasn't a lot of contact. So you hope that that's not an Achilles injury. Because remember, even though they said that he went down last time, I thought he had hurt his calf, his left calf. But hopefully he's okay. You just hope that it's not a heel injury or anything of that sort, because those are very tough to recover from. Well, if it isn't IHOP, you got your waffles. No, we're gonna play the video. We're not doing it like that. You already know what it is. We're not doing it like that. We're gonna make sure this video plays. Yes, sirree. Jay says both managers are hard to beat when they have a little cushion. Bochy goes for the juggler more so than Dusty. That is true. I've always loved Bruce Bochy as a manager. I think he's one of the greatest managers of all time. Definitely deserves a Hall of Fame spot. The mark of a fighter. And that's for a lager beer. Interesting that you use that. The new phone, the Google Pixel 8. That's actually pretty cool that when you take the picture, you can actually take the best take and you can actually change faces, which is that's pretty dope. I hope the iPhone and the and Samsung actually copy that one of these days. It would add a whole new dimension and depth to the camera. Don't be surprised if the Diamondbacks do the unthinkable tomorrow. Oh, I won't.
With assistants get off the field, his season high 80 receiving yards in the game. He's got 8 catches to tie his season high. Traded from the Lions last year.
It looks like that's going to be on the
Vikings. Yep. Full start.
Number 86, offense. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
He's into the game with the injury to TJ Hawkinson.
So Johnny Munt in.
Back and forth and got called for the false start. Let's see who is ruling the moment, brought to you by Burger King. And the play tonight of Kirk Cousins has been outstanding.
It's been really good, and he knew it was going to be a challenge coming in with this pass rush, and yet the offensive line overall is hung in there.
Gotta give the offensive line a lot of credit. I think Cousins has only been sacked once tonight.
Really carved this defense up.
Cousins.
Here he goes.
Going for
Addison, a lot of contact.
And no flag.
Which are various Ward.
They're going to say no flag. And he got hurt. Uh-oh.
But I thought he was grabbing him the entire way. And not so much.
No.
Addison's injured.
Oh, he landed on his foot.
Ward comes down on the right.
He came down on his foot.
Lower right leg, and that's what Addison was grabbing at. This crowd wanted a flag. There was a lot of contact, no flag, and then right there, His right leg got pinned down by Charvarius Ward.
Well, hopefully he's okay. This young man
That's gonna hurt.
into the league, and
look what he's done. 18 yards per catch,
opposite of
6 receptions,
Justin
110
Jefferson.
yards.
His
You hope he's not
importance
hurt.
only went up with the injury to Jefferson, but he's had a nice night tonight. He's really had a nice start to his career.
Good to see T.J. Hawkinson back in for the Vikings.
Yeah, it really is, Joe, because when we saw that injury when he went off the field, it looked like it could have been really severe, but he was able to get his foot and ankle out from underneath it right at the last minute. So good to see him back on the field.
142 remaining here in the third
Now
quarter.
they continue to check
Score
on
is
Jordan
19-14 Minnesota over San Francisco. Let's see if Addison could get up on his own power, or at least with a little bit of assistance. Who knows? But Tre'Davious Ward did land on his foot.
Talk about what Addison has done tonight.
Vikings rookies with 100+
over
receiving
100
yards on Monday Night
yards
Football.
on Monday Night Football. That's a nice
Justin
list.
Jefferson, 2020 Week 10. Randy Moss,
Randy
1998
Moss,
Week 5 at
Justin
Green Bay.
Jefferson,
Tonight,
who's out
Jordan against the
missing his
49ers.
second game with a bad hamstring here in attendance tonight, watching his protege, Jordan Addison, put up 100, and Addison able to get up and have to limp all the way across the field.
So that means that Addison
Originally
is gone.
was offered a defensive back scholarship, a corner scholarship at Notre Dame. Became a receiver. Was at Pitt. Transferred
Damn,
to
this
USC.
sucks that Addison has to be taken out the game because he's
and
been
was
big
the
for
fourth
what the
of four
Vikings
wide
do.
receivers picked in this recent draft, and they went 1, 2, 3, 4 from picks 20 through 23.
Yeah, and you've heard me before, Joe, that a lot of these receivers just, really aren't asked to do a lot that you need to be able to do in the NFL when you're in college. And so it takes a little bit of time for most of these young players. And
All right,
he's
man.
one of
Second and
those who,
15 for the Vikings.
he was
Damn,
trained
almost
well.
400 yards of offense
He's done
against
some really
the
good things.
49ers.
Hope that he's okay, and hopefully he'll be able to continue tonight.
Look at him on the
Play
sideline.
action.
3 wide
Cousins.
receivers in the game.
All right.
Randy
Throws.
Gregory could not find the sack on Cousins. Hawkinson makes the catch.
So about a
Who's
gain
out
of
there
4.
making the tackle downfield a bit? Nick Bosa, gain of 3.
3.
Look, Addison's going into the locker room.
Yeah, and, right now, they're essentially in Greg Joseph's range.
So Jordan Addison was 110 receiving yards and 6 catches going to the locker room. This will be a huge loss for the Vikings. He's been their best player today.
To make it an easier field goal attempt.
They're down in 12. He comes underneath. Pass is caught by Tristan Jackson. And they do just that. So they bite off some yardage to allow Joseph a more realistic shot at a field goal. A 7-yard pickup. They'll put it down at the 37.
So that would be 4th and 8.
36. So we're looking at a 54-yard field goal.
Here's Greg Joseph, 58% of his field goals of 50+ yards for his career, 14 out of 24. 54-yard attempt. There's a snap, placement, kick. Oh, that's good. Right down the pipe. It's good.
Impressive. 54 yards.
20 seconds remaining. Makes it a 22-14 Vikings lead over the
20
Niners.
seconds left in the third quarter. Vikings have now put up points on each of their last 5 drives and lead by 8. Taking on the favorite 49ers.
Here come Viking fans right now coming to their feet.
Perfection. From Andrew DePaula to Ryan Wright off the foot of Greg Joseph.
Yeah, great execution, but with having to settle for that field goal now, still a 1-possession game.
Yeah, it's still 1 possession because all they got to do, the Niners, is they score, and then they get a 2-point conversion, and next you know, we got a tie game.
Could look large as we move through the remainder of this game.
That happened at the end of the first half on that 60-yarder by Addison.
So we got 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, about to start the
And
fourth.
an 8-point affair with 20 seconds left.
Who's receiving the ball? Here's the kick by Joseph. Here's McLeod. McLeod. And good run. Going across the 30-yard line.
15 seconds left in the third quarter.
And Brock Purdy will get the ball.
15 seconds after this message from Old Navy.
Old Navy, and you'll save it to
All right, back to live action, 15 seconds.
As it gets in the NFL or North American sports, first down at the 32.
Jennings moves in the slot. Back in motion. Purdy, play action, rolls right, throws it over to Jennings.
Makes one man miss. And a nice game.
It's like about 9, 8 or 9.
And with 8 seconds and counting left, a gain of 8. Lisa, what do you have?
Well, Joe, we saw Jordan Addison go back to the locker room. We're told he's being treated for cramping. Vikings are hoping he'll be able to return.
Good news for the Vikings and their fans. Good game.
All right. Really good game for Monday night. So we are at the end of the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen, where the Vikings take right now, have a 22-14 lead. 49ers will have the ball starting in the fourth quarter. You're watching the 49ers and the Vikings right here on the Louis Sports Network. Wait a minute. Popeye now has wings and they got Cajun-style turkey. I don't trust Cajun-style turkey from a fast food restaurant like Popeye's. I don't trust that. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, Giannis has signed a 3-year, $186 million extension with the Milwaukee Bucks. So congrats on Giannis getting his money. But more importantly, he is with Milwaukee for another 3 years. Unless if they decide to trade him. Excuse me. I'm wondering if does anybody know if Giannis has a no-trade clause in his contract? Does he have an opt-out? I mean, does he have a player option? That's the better question. So right now, start of the fourth quarter, 22-14, Minnesota up by 8 over the 49ers. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. Smash that notification bell if you're new to the channel. Always receiving the latest and greatest from yours truly. And we're back.
Season 11-0 in one-score games. That was an NFL record by a lot. This year, different story. 4 losses in one-score games.
4.
That's the most in the NFL. They've been involved in all one-score games so far this season. 2-4, and they lead by 8 after 3 quarters here tonight.
Here come the 49ers to start the quarter.
For the 49ers, trailing 22-14.
51-1 at home since 2012 when entering the lead in the fourth quarter, including the playoff. Purdy, back to throw.
Purdy,
Kittle.
Kittle starting to get more involved here in the second
But
half. 18 yards from Brock Purdy.
But
yeah, he does a good job. And
Kittle gets 18 yards, and it's great. I just wish they involved him a lot more.
So he had to kind of play.
He's got great hands for a tight end.
But is able to make the catch. At the end of this, let's take a look. But yeah, Bynum comes in, and not too much. Thought there was a little bit more there in real time, but he's able to use his body. And
Kittle, 5 targets, 4 receptions, 62 yards. Ball's going to McCaffrey. There it is. McCaffrey.
McCaffrey was iffy coming in with the oblique strain. Good to go and showing no effects.
Kittle's hurt.
That's not the case for Kittle.
Did you hurt his knee?
Who is trying to stretch it out over on the sideline. Second down for San Francisco.
Kittle needs to put the bun on. Under 14 minutes and counting. McCaffrey, 47 receiving yards, 36 rush, 13 rushes. Purdy back to throw, empty backfield. And no.
Way out of bounds.
Way out.
Talk about these two tight ends. They overlap by a year, and Iowa. Hawkinson's had a big night. Kittle's getting more involved. They trained during the offseason. They're the best of friends. George Kittle said, I'm selling all of TJ's secrets to our defensive backs at a low rate.
No, I'm like, where's TJ at?
They're down in 6.
3rd and 6. Vikings need to stop here. 49ers need to score. Purdy escapes. Throws off the roof. No. Oh.
They're going to give him the catch. And now the official comes in and says incomplete.
Yes.
49ers are trying to hurry up, but they didn't hear the announcement that the call is.
Oh, yeah. Clearly incomplete.
Yeah, it's a good call. Good job by the officials because initially it looked like maybe Ayuk had controlled it, but he obviously does not.
And it's 4th down.
4th down.
The offense stays out there, and now they will come out.
And punt.
And Moody will try a long one.
Oh, a long field goal? Are they in field goal range?
Well, his career long this year is 57 yards.
This is 55 for a kicker whose confidence
There's Moody.
has got to be low. Can he hit it?
And yes, he does.
He got it. What a moment for the rookie, Jake Moody.
55 yards. How about that? Jake Moody cuts it to 5.
He missed from 40 early in the game and now hits from 55.
Redemption. All right, cuts the lead to 5 right here, man. So with 13:21 remaining here in the 4th, it is a 22-17 ball game. As Minnesota's lead is now back down to 5 again. And Minnesota will get the ball. All right, so it looks like we are back with hockey. Showing you all the matchups, getting ready for the regular season, which is pretty much, I believe, started. I believe. Jay says Giannis can't be traded until next summer, and also says Giannis is under contract until 2027. Player option is for 2028. All right, thank you for the info. Appreciate that. So thanks for letting me know about that. Let's see what Minnesota does coming back on this next series once 49ers do the kick return. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, remember tomorrow I will be doing the Lakers and the Denver Nuggets, the defending champs, going up against the team that they swept in the Western Conference Finals this past season. Well, you know the Lakers are going to be presented as championship contenders. I say they go as far as AD goes, and if LeBron stops doing that stupid, crappy LeBron system that he loves to do, point the blame, take all the credit. The same LeBron formula that he's been doing for quite a while now.
Football 5-point game, fourth quarter. 3 points put up by Jake Moody, the rookie kicker, on a 55-yarder, 22-17.
Here's the kick.
Wanwu from the goal line.
Wanwu. Here he goes. Decent run.
Out across the 25. We look ahead to next week. It'll be the Detroit Lions
and Raiders.
Las Vegas Raiders for the first Monday night football game in Detroit since 2018. Raiders and Lions, 8 Eastern on ABC, ESPN, and ESPN Deportes. Both will be licking their wounds after a rough day yesterday, but it'll be good to see Jared Goff and Dan Campbell and company.
Loki, I might want to do that game.
Jimmy Garoppolo back.
Yeah, it should be a good one. I want to go back to that decision by Kyle Shanahan to go with that field goal from Jake Moody.
The Raiders want Jimmy Garoppolo back?
Said he didn't know how to handle kickers
I'm gonna
early
watch.
in this game. That's how you handle them.
Play action.
Confident in him and he delivered.
Oh,
Madison.
Madison.
Right.
Right.
Madison, and he gets popped by Drake Greenlaw.
They keep putting Madison in bad spots, though, with some of the plays.
Combination with Warner, Greenlaw, and now you add Oren Burks to the
That
group.
play action wasn't going to work, and I could tell that was already.
All three levels on their defense.
Shout out to Drake Greenlaw for making the play. Oh, he's hurt.
Well, Greenlaw, that's really the only thing that has kept him from being a household name.
Is the injuries.
Is the injuries that he's had.
Let's take a look and see what happened. Was able to get up after the hit.
Did he hurt his hand?
Walked a few feet and then went down.
I'm wondering if they showed anything.
And he is able to get up and jog off to the sideline. So we'll take a quick break. When we come back, 2nd and 11.
All right, so 12:51 remaining. Oh, my gosh. 22-17. God almighty, this girl Taylor Swift. It's like, it's just – you just can't get enough effing attention, man. Ever since she's been featured, now it's like she's all over football. All this constant attention is really killing me, bro. The Capital One Lounge. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give me a quick second. I'll be right back. I'm actually going to make some tea, but first I'm actually going to drink a little bit of juice before that. So give me 1 second. I will be right back. Yeah, man, you talking about LeBlame James? Of course, LeBlame James. You already know what it is. Like I said, this is a low-key championship team, but they're going as far as AD takes them. No D'Angelo Russell. Yeah, you already know what it is. Can't trust him. He talks a lot for a guy who hasn't really done anything. Ah, man. So my tablet just turned off. Let's get back to it. We should be good. Nope. They're just showing Tua inside the NFL. It's good. Ladies and gents, hit that like button. We should be back now. Yes, we are.
Greenlaw looks like he's itching to get back in the game. Got to the sideline, jogged off after the injury, made that play, 2nd and 11.
Here come the Vikings, 2nd and 11 now. Loss of a yard on the tackle by Greenlaw to Madison. 12:37. Matt. Cousins back to throw. 4-man rush. Quick throw. Osborne is complete for about a gain of 5.
Out across the 30 to the 31, a gain of 4. Fred Warner made that stop. He leads the team in tackles in this game. Nothing new there, and it's 3rd down and long for Minnesota.
Well, you look at this, Joe, right now for Minnesota. You
So
start
it'll be 3rd and 7.
The question is, who is Kevin O'Connell going to rely on in order to move the football? They're without Justin Jefferson, Jordan.
That's a gain of 4.
He's out of the lineup. T.J. Hawkinson, he's been in and out. He's banged up. They bring in Christian Jackson. He was just signed up off the practice squad, but they're running out of some options.
Hawkinson in the lineup.
Cousins.
They go to Powell.
Powell complete.
Is made for the 1st down as he was able to take it off the top of the turf and celebrates that grab. And
That's a big play.
9.
Big play.
Well, man-to-man,
Jay says Rangers still looking solid. At this rate, Karan going to be awake through OKC tape. Oh, yeah, we know that.
And making a catch on it. And the Vikings continue to dominate on 3rd down. They've converted 70% on 3rd
Brandon
down.
Powell's played well, too.
After that conversion there, and this is a defense that was pretty good coming into this game.
Over the middle, Powell again. There's the answer to your question. Jefferson out at the moment. Addison.
Yeah, I've never seen the 49ers miss as many tackles as they have tonight.
Well, it's a good call because they're anticipating man coverage, and they get that from the 49ers.
Hold on a second, guys.
Watch Hawkinson, 87. He picks off right there Isaiah Oliver, who was running with Brandon Powell.
Sorry, that was the fridge.
Minnesota over 400 yards of offense.
Kirk Cousins, 30 of 39. He's played well, 348 yards, 2 touchdowns. The 1 pick was really not his fault.
Was on that contested catch early. Here's Madison.
Madison, okay,
Greenlaw
much
back
better.
in the game with Warner. They combine on the tackle.
Let's see if they can run some clock.
I go back. It's 3 yards.
See if they can run some clock.
Overall, go back to that they've run the football effectively enough. They're not running it a ton, but they're getting enough out of it.
Give the ball back to Madison. Let's see if we get a couple more.
Some positive gains.
Tackle. He got hit from the back.
Ward lining him up for the hit.
Tre'Davious Ward was looking for him.
Gain of 3. So 3rd down yet again, and as Troy said, Kevin O'Connell's crew 7 for 10 on 3rd downs in this game.
49ers have not been able to stop 3rd down.
Else, they're looking at a 60-yard field goal, and does Kevin O'Connell, have that kind of trust once again in Greg Joseph?
70% against the Niners tonight, 34% through the first 6 weeks of the season. $34. Cousins. Rob. Ooh. I thought he had that.
It's 4th down.
What are they going to do?
Down and 4 in the decision for Kevin O'Connell, who is usually one of the most aggressive on 4th downs, especially on the other side of the 50, but he sends the punt team out.
Yeah, this is, I can only imagine what's churning in his gut right now. Kevin O'Connell making this decision, and they had a chance. They certainly had a chance to Osborne. They're just not able to make the play.
First punt of the night for the Vikings comes here. This one is boomed inside the 5 and into the end zone. So not much on net yardage at just 22 yards. And depending on where this game goes, I think Kevin O'Connell will be contemplating that decision.
Yeah, hey, we say it. That's why they get paid what they get paid.
9:14 remaining.
Well, considering how his offense is
22-17.
the fact that 53% of the time on the other side.
I mean, Purdy's played well.
On 4th down, that was a little out of character by Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah, and I think if someone had told them that they weren't going to keep it in the field of play and keep it inside the 20 on a punt, that they likely would have gone.
Let's see what the Niners do.
McCaffrey in the slot. Purdy looks his way, and a nice
Purdy
catch
complete.
by the guy with a bad oblique. Sails into the Vikings
Complete.
sideline with a gain of 5.
And I think McCaffrey, because of the things that he's able to do right there, we talk about the running backs around the league and how so many of them have had a hard time getting paid, that the versatility that McCaffrey provides. And
like I said, McCaffrey is more of a wide receiver than he is a running back.
Take advantage of those things, put him out there in the slot.
I've said this ever since he's been in the league.
If he only played slot receiver, he'd be a Pro Bowl player. And that's an element for the Vikings offense that they just simply don't have. They don't have that receiving threat out of the backfield.
Purdy looking. Kittle, first down.
Kittle heating up in this second half.
Bro, Kittle's got
He
great
is heating
hands.
up, and Brock
Another
Purdy
first down for Kittle.
continues to just thread the needle, and he waits until he clears the linebacker level,
Astros have
and then
6
just
outs to
puts it
do
right out
something.
there on him. I mean, it's a good job, and then for Kittle, I mean, these guys are as tough as they come. That if you're going to catch the ball over
That's
the
a nice throw by
you gotta
Purdy.
be prepared to take those kinds of hits and hang on to the football, and Kittle does it as good as anyone.
McCaffrey is back there with Purdy. McCaffrey has not missed an offensive snap all night.
All night, yep. He's going to get it here.
Oblique is feeling, and here he is.
Outside.
Getting to the edge. Pumping those legs and arms, and he is out of bounds with a gain of 9. Forced out by Harrison Smith.
Well, Brock Purdy has an option on this. He can take it, he can throw it to his right if he wants, or if he likes the look, he hands it off then to McCaffrey. In this line, this is that
McCaffrey's
outside
played
zone
44
running
snaps.
play that San Francisco and even the Vikings, for that matter, they run a lot of it and get them out on the edge. And McCaffrey, he's awfully good at knowing when to stay front side and then when to cut it back when he sees the lane.
Addison back on the sideline as McCaffrey runs to the left. Didn't get it. It's going to be third down as they run behind Jalen Moore.
And that's going to be 3rd and 1 now.
Start in place of the injured Trent Williams. And Harrison Phillips came through and made that play.
And I was just going to say, Joe, we haven't talked a lot about Jalen Moore, which is a good thing if you're the left tackle.
Purdy keeps.
It looks like he might be short. No, he didn't get it.
Yeah, I don't think he got it either based on where they came in to spot that. My guess is Kyle Shanahan is going for it.
And it is 4th down. Here's a look from up above.
He just gets a little bit high. Purdy does.
Purdy should have went a little more low.
If you can stay lower, you can get through and pick it up. And
Should have went lower.
Here.
This would be a huge turnover on downs if the Vikings could get a stop. 4th and 1. Purdy, he gets it this time.
He's not that big by 2023 quarterback standards. 6'1".
Jay says Rangers are 6 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Astros are 2 for 10. That's pretty much typical Dusty in his career when it's needed. I know Dusty seems always struggle in big games. They always do. Or in this case, the biggest game. They always seem to their players always seem to never hit with runners in scoring position.
He said, thanks a lot, guys, for saying that on national.
Happened when he was a Cub manager too.
We just said it again. The training staff still calls him that.
When they had that 3-1 lead on the Marlins. Purdy, throw. Picked off. My man doing the worm. Scotty too hotty. Let's go. Damn. You got to hope. It is picked off.
He just dropped it right into the arms of 24 in purple.
Well, we've been pointing out how much Purdy throws on time. And when you do that, when you're off, this is what can happen. Now, it looked to me like it was just a ball that gets away from Purdy. But if Jennings was rerouted in any way, he still wouldn't have been able to get to that throw where Purdy put it. So
Minnesota's got to score here.
much of that, but that was the throw that got away from him.
Cam Akers going nowhere. Bosa was ready for that one.
49ers defense trying to get the ball back. Now we're under 5.5 to go in a 5-point game with the Vikings on top.
Brandon Ayuk hasn't even touched the ball.
As far as Kyle Shanahan's team, they have been trailing tonight basically throughout.
The entire game.
Compared to just 10 minutes and 26 seconds over their first 6 games when they went 5-1. Coming off the loss in Cleveland.
Cousins.
2nd and 13.
4-man rush.
Here's a
Going
shot.
deep.
Flag
No.
on the play with Addison.
That's going to be on Tre'Davious Ward.
And he was hooked up with Charvarius Ward again. They tried to go after Charvarius Ward with a double move.
Defense, Tre'Davious Ward. First down.
That was the contact. They tightened the split up of Jordan Addison, and he runs that route, and it's a out and up, and Charvarius Ward's about to drive on it, and the contact then is made. This is a better look at it, but you can see it's the best thing that happened for the 49ers and Ward, because otherwise Addison was going to be scoring a touchdown.
And you saw the ball still in the hand of Kirk Cousins, so illegal contact. Instead of
really tight, but a nice job of processing that. There was big contact. Quarterback still has the ball in the pocket.
So no pass interference, just a 5-yard
Addison in motion. Play action.
Cousins in trouble.
Wow. Still got it complete. KJ Osborne with the catch.
Every time Cousins has been in trouble, he's seemingly been able to find someone downfield to get it to.
Well, and this is why I like Kirk Cousins, that he comes out, he doesn't like the flat route. He's got Hufanga, who's off the edge, and he immediately he looks to the flat, doesn't like it, knows immediately where his second receiver is inside, and comes right back to him and then beats the blitz with the football.
A gain of 8. 3 tight ends check in for the Vikings. Hawkinson, Oliver, and Mount.
3 tight ends set for the Vikings. Run play.
And
Akers, he got the first.
Akers, an in-season pickup on a trade from the Rams, and you kind of start to sense that he may rise here and get the chance with more carries as the season goes on compared to Madison.
Well, right now, the Vikings, you start looking at the clock, and 3.5 minutes to go. Remember, the 49ers burned a timeout earlier in this half, and they couldn't get a playoff, so that looms large right now as well with 2 timeouts left. And, the 49ers, they've given up 430 yards of offense in this game.
That's crazy.
They're going to make a stop. Now's the time.
Hey, 48!
Timeout. Better call timeout. Oh, no, he just got it off in time. Play action. Rolls left. Fake. Here's the throw. Complete. And start. We got a timeout. Warner's down. Oh,
And that is
not good. Their best tackler is hurt.
49ers want to see. He's as good as there is in the league, maybe the best.
Ad says it's free. It is for our economy ultimately.
Okay, so we're taking a commercial break with 3:03 remaining, and that's unfortunate right there. Fred Warner getting hurt on the tackle. You don't want to lose him because he's your best player on defense. Has the most tackles on the team this year, and you don't want to lose him. He's the last guy on that defense you want to lose. Make sure to smash the like button. If somehow, some way, the Minnesota Vikings can hold on, I will be happy, despite the fact that Alexander Mattison has given me absolutely nothing. And it looks like Cam Akers, to me, is going to be the primary back from now on because he's done a lot more in this game than Madison has pretty much done this entire season. Travis, all I'm going to tell you is, man, keep away from freaking Taylor Freaking Taylor Swift. She's got more attention in these NFL games in these last couple of weeks. Excuse me. Oh, he's promoting the vaccine. Oh, that's pretty cool. With the Adobe Photoshop, you can actually draw. It's pretty cool. Let's look at the play on Fred Warner.
With Fred Warner as Hawkinson's right knee went into the left thigh of Warner. He was in pain, got up, limped off to the sideline, and is not even getting looked at on the sideline. That's great news for the 49ers. Now 2nd and 9.
Smash the like. Vikings with the ball. 2nd and 9. Cousins, quick throw. Complete.
Josh Oliver.
Because remember, the Vikings run with a 3 tight end set.
Completion of 6, and Fred Warner's right back in there.
Fred Warner's back in the game.
Well, such a good job by Kirk Cousins, because even with a 4-man rush, there was pressure immediately, right.
Astros can't go tit for tat, get a run, give up a run. They're going to lose that way. Cousins, 8 of 11 on 3rd down, 169 yards, 7 first downs, 2 touchdowns as the result. Cousins, empty backfield, 3rd and 3. And Cousins escapes it, and it's complete. The rookie, Jordan Addison. But we got a flag. Holding, defense. Oh.
What a night for Jordan Addison, 16 more yards.
Man, he's killed them all night long.
Watching Jordan Addison really grow right before us here tonight. Here's the press coverage that he has struggled with.
Man, he's really gonna compliment Justin Jefferson when he comes back.
To get off the line and get the defender moving the way that he did. And I don't know how Kirk Cousins got out of this. I mean, when I'm watching it, I thought he was down, and he's able to step up and still keep his eyes down the field.
I got to give Kirk Cousins a lot of credit. He's played exceptional tonight. I got to give him credit.
O'Connell saying, watch number 3 before that.
Where's Cam Akers going?
And that play lost yardage.
Like, really? Why are you carrying all the way
Kevin
left?
O'Connell alerted the officials to watch number 3 prior to that play, and that's where they threw the flag.
I think the 49ers took another timeout.
Hold downfield.
Well, he knew, obviously, the route that Jordan Addison was going to run, and that he was going to start one way, come back out of it, press coverage. Excellent route.
Timeout is taken by San Francisco with 2:13 to go and a 2nd down and 14. As we welcome you inside the booth, you walk out of this game, I think, just raving about Kirk Cousins.
No question. Yeah, no question. I mean, really the entire team. I mean, what they've done here tonight.
Like I
really
said, I don't think he's really going to do much when it comes to the playoffs. So.
They're 1 first down away from walking away with a win, and we knew what this game meant to the Vikings coming into it against a good football team, and they've shown up.
Not one sack tonight for the 49ers defense. They need one.
Cousins.
Handoff here.
To Akers. Looks like about a gain of 5.
Another 3rd down coming up. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
Timeouts.
So 49ers don't have any, so the clock stops, so they got to get one more stop. There's Brandon Ayuk. That's pretty crazy. The 49ers have gotten outplayed today, giving up 400 yards of offense to a Minnesota team that has struggled to score in the red zone and don't have a real good running game. But now you're seeing Jordan Addison play well, I mean, can you really think, bro, how many times are they going to rename Call of Duty Modern Warfare? That's crazy. That's how they freaking jip you of your money. Chick-fil-A, the honey pepper pimento. What is it, a chicken sandwich? Yo, I thought that was mac and cheese. I'm not going to lie. Like inside next to that. So spiciness, crispy crisp. Oh my God, they go the waffle fries. Oh. And then the Chick-fil-A sauce, bro. Rave a QB who will still be under 500. Like I said, I don't like Kirk. In the playoffs, man, you know you cannot count on no Cousins because he'll always be a no Cousins show up. Like I said, I give Kirk credit for tonight against the 49ers, but like I said before, in the playoffs, you already know what Kirk Cousins is going to do. He ain't going to show up. Always finds a way to miss passes and throw interceptions. It always just comes at the wrong time, doesn't it, for him? Or I should say the right time, because timing is everything. Jay says the 49ers have done nothing in 2 weeks. That's a fact, because they're getting outplayed by a Vikings team that can't freaking run the football. Bro, they had not scored a touchdown in the first quarter all season until tonight. That should tell you right there.
Just the play of the game. It's 3rd down and 10. It's a 5-point game. If you don't get the first down, you have a big decision coming up by Kevin O'Connell.
I think you've got a big decision right here. Do you allow Kirk Cousins to try to get this first down and ice the game? You've been great on 3rd downs.
3rd and 10.
You know, do you say 3rd and 10? I'm not so sure.
Kirk 9 for 12, 183, 2 touchdowns, 8 first downs on 3rd down tonight.
So a lot of decisions right now that need to be made by Kevin O'Connell.
First decision is to run it with Akers.
Run with Akers, and
that'll take the ball inside the 35. 49ers
no
do
timeout.
not have any timeouts. And Kevin O'Connell will take the play clock down, use a timeout, it appears, and then I believe send his field goal unit on. They're getting ready on the sideline. And Kirk Cousins.
I mean, if they push it up to 8, we'll see if they can.
Over and take a seat.
How many yards is it?
Well, we're looking at a 50-yard field goal, and with that, you know, still a 1-possession game and some time on the clock for Brock Purdy.
So we'll have over a minute, no timeouts, and we'll be trailing, it appears, either by 5, timeout Minnesota, or by 8. And with that, we will check in with Scott Van Pelt. Scott.
Joe, we're getting set for Sports Center here on ESPN.
Coming up next.
Game, we will be joined by one of the stars of the night, Ryan Clark, here to break down the key plays, exclusive access inside the winning locker room. Buck 15 left in this one. Field goal makes it an 8-point game. Joe and Troy, back to you in the booth.
Now all eyes in Minneapolis on Greg Joseph, who has hit tonight from 54.
Let's see.
Now trying from 50.
50-yard attempt for Joseph. 1:16 remaining. Here's the snap. Plays. Kick. And it's no good. No good.
And the 49ers have it all out in front of them with 1:11 left. No timeouts. Down by 5.
To be able to win it.
The ball will be at their own 40-yard line.
Well, can the 49ers do it? Because there was an interception last time.
This just kept leaking to the right. Obviously had the distance, but not the direction.
Yeah, and obviously you miss out on being able to extend your lead to 8.
Well,
but in addition to that,
the chance to extend it to 8 is going to be your fault. Guys, hit that like button.
Well, Purdy gets another shot at it. He did last week when he only
Purdy, don't throw it to Ayuk. It's a Kittle, and it's deflected.
Smith over the top to break it up.
2nd and 10.
49ers need 60 yards right now. In
Please don't get it to Brandon Ayuk. I beg of you. Anybody but him.
He had a chance for Ray McLeod right underneath. You're going to see coming in here, number 3, that
He's going to come under, and he had some running room if he gets.
Let's see what he does. 2nd and 10. Purdy back to throw. Throw. And McLeod completes it.
It'll be 3rd down and 1.
Just short.
Under a minute to go.
The 49ers don't have timeouts.
You'd like for the receiver to get the depth so that if he catches it, it's a 1st down as opposed to 3rd and 1 now.
Purdy. Throw. Complete.
1st down, but now under 40 to go.
Are they going to spike it? Yeah.
Purdy will clock it. Even with all the struggles last week on Sunday at Cleveland, Brock Purdy, and it wasn't pretty, but he got his team down in a position to win the game with a 41-yard field goal try that was missed. Here he is, 34 ticks left, trailing by 5, needing to get into the
2nd and 10.
Yeah, and right here with 34 seconds, you'd like to pick up 10, 15 yards to where you can run your offense with a shot to win it into the end zone.
Empty backfield for the Niners. Purdy gets the snap. Back to throw. 3-man rush. Avoids the pressure. Throws on the run. And it's intercepted. Ball game. It's over. Ball game. Brock Purdy, back-to-back possessions. Throws 2 interceptions. And now we got a skirmish now. And the Vikings are going to come away with an improbable win.
Third takeaway of the night for the Minnesota defense, and the 2nd for Cameron Bynum.
How about the Minnesota defense tonight? Cameron Bynum. 2 big plays back-to-back. Let me see what Brock Purdy did. He escapes. No, that was a terrible. That was not a good throw by Purdy. No.
They got a bundle. This defense did a heck of a job tonight.
That was a poor.
Outstanding.
That was a poor decision by Purdy.
3 takeaways by the defense. And a guy who's long been the apple of the eye of Kyle Shanahan, Kirk Cousins.
And ladies and gentlemen, the Minnesota Vikings with an improbable 22-17 win over the San Francisco 49ers. Wow. I didn't like that decision by Brock Purdy though on that last play that Bynum made that interception though. He didn't need to make that. That was not a good throw. That was not a good throw. And there's Purdy embracing Kirk Cousins. Like I said, Purdy's a young quarterback. He's going to learn, but those were 2 big mistakes he made. And you got to give the game ball to Cameron Bynum on defense though, because he really made the big plays. There's Fred Warner. Like I said, arguably the best linebacker on the team. Man, heck of a play, though. First of all, shout out to the Minnesota defense because of y'all and Brock Purdy not being able to get Brandon Ayuk involved. Guess what, man? Y'all helped me win my fantasy matchup through the skin of my teeth. And the best part about it, ladies and gentlemen, your boy Louis, for the first time this season in fantasy, is going to be a game over 500. Let's go! Now, don't get me wrong. I like the 49ers. I'm a 49ers fan. I like what the 49ers are doing with their team. I really do hope that they win a Super Bowl. Like I said, though, I got to give Kirk Cousins and the Vikings a lot of credit, though. I got to give them credit for tonight's game. I mean, Kirk Cousins, look at that. The efficiency, 35 of 45, nearly 400 yards passing. The pick that he threw was not his fault. I don't blame him. You have to give Tre'Davious Ward, excuse me. You got to give him credit for making the play he did on Jordan Addison. But after that, I mean, Kurt really should have no interceptions. So, but amazing, great performance tonight. 35 out of 45. He was unbelievable tonight. The play calling was just great all around. I mean, everybody came in and stepped up. Madison really didn't do anything, so I really don't include him. But I think of guys like Jordan Addison for what he did. You look at damn, I'm forgetting already. Old boy over here. Number 4. Damn, I forgot him. But Hawkinson, he did a great job. Cam Akers came in and started, got him some really good yards on the running game. This is another thing. Minnesota actually ran the ball pretty effectively with Cam Akers, despite the fact that Minnesota only averages 75 yards of rushing per game. And I mean, if you're the 49ers, man, you guys gave up what, over 450 yards of total offense. That's just not going to cut it, man. That's not going to cut it. So yeah, the 49er defense, they had trouble stopping them on third down. They were able to run the football at least effectively enough on them. And they just kept getting killed on screens and cross routes all game long. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So after this loss, 49ers still lead the division. This is their second loss of the season. Lions are 5-2. The Vikings are now 2 games within the division. They're now 3-4 with a very nice win. Their defense stepped up. Big shout out to the Vikings defense. Cameron Bynum with 2 big takeaways with the interceptions on Brock Purdy and back-to-back drives for the 49ers and helping sealing that win. But give the Vikings defense a lot of credit too. We talked about the players on offense with Kirk Cousins, but this defense made some big plays and didn't let, George Kittle started to get involved for sure, but I love the fact that they didn't even allow Brandon Ayuk to get involved with as talented as he is in terms of his ability to run routes. But Brock Purdy made 2 big mistakes that caused the 49ers a chance. Let's also not forget, even though Christian McCaffrey did score on that 35-yard touchdown catch and the 3-touchdown reception earlier in the game, he did fumble that ball when the 49ers were charging to the end zone on their first series, and Minnesota ended up scoring on that play. Wow, what a really good football game on a Monday night, man. I'm glad I did this one. So, ladies and gentlemen, Minnesota wins 22-17, and that's going to wrap up Week 7 of the NFL right here on the Louis Sports Network. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all tune in tomorrow for NBA opening night. the Los Angeles Lakers against the Denver Nuggets here on the channel. Make sure y'all pull up for that. I know the ones who have been waiting for basketball can't wait for this to get started. You already know what it is, basketball season. What's up? Jay says, nice, and the Giants have won too. Congrats. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Hopefully the Raiders get rid of Miscamiels and y'all can really start winning football games, because I just hated that Jacoby Myers got more involved than Devontae Adams did yesterday against the freaking Chicago Bears. But that's a whole nother story. But anyway, I'm just happy that I've won my fantasy matchup, which is what I know Jay was also referring to. But I got lucky. Let me just put it that way. A little luck has to go, towards something, because what you realize is that I look like I was on the verge of losing this, because Aaron Jones didn't do anything for me yesterday, and the Packers, they lost to the Broncos, right? And I was just like, man, if Brandon Ayuk doesn't go off, I got a shot. And Madison just gave me just enough points, because Ayuk didn't. I was up by a couple of points, but Madison gave me enough. I thought Madison was going to have a decent double-digit, scoring game today, fantasy-wise, in terms of fantasy points, but he only gave me 6, just under 7. But Ayuk only had 9. So, and Brock Purdy really didn't get him involved. He got more George Kittle involved, in the offense today. With Kittle and McLeod. So, pretty much the other players. Looking back into the comment section, Jay says a number of NFL players that are in trade rumors, their teams won this weekend. Trade deadline on Halloween. Halloween is on Tuesday, right? Yes, Tuesday. G-Money says, awesome stream, and I can't wait for the NBA to begin their curtain call on the 2023-2024 season. Spicy game in the land of the Vikes. Rangers on the verge of their third World Series appearance. The Rangers are 0-2 in their 2 World Series appearances. They went to back-to-back World Series. They lost in 5, I think, to the Giants, and then they lost that tough 7-game series against the Cardinals, in which they led the series 3-2, heading back into St. Louis. They didn't have home field advantage. But ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Louis with another one, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Vikings win 22-17. Christian McCaffrey was the best player for the 49ers. Jordan Addison was the best player on the football field for the Minnesota Vikings. You could even say, oh, yeah, well, Kirk Cousins and da-da-da. Why is Kirk Cousins wearing a top 10 chain? That should go to Jordan Addison with the way he played, because he made the catches. Anyway, here we go. D-backs or Phillies, who do I got in Game 7? I'm going with the Diamondbacks. I think the Diamondbacks are going to win. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, have a wonderful night, everybody. We're back with NBA basketball. I think I'm going to do the Buccaneers and the Bills on Thursday. Probably going to do back-to-back basketball streams tomorrow and Wednesday. And let's get it, man. NBA season is back. Y'all already know what it is. So from the Louis Sports Network, bless up. Live, laugh, love. Thank you guys for watching. Troy Aikman, Joe Buck doing the call on Monday night. Your boy Louis Sports Network doing the call tonight here on the stream. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Y'all already know what the deal is, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful life. We chat together. We stream together. We're family for life. Bless up. Live, laugh, love. Let's go, baby. And y'all already know what my motto has always been. Your boy Louis Sports Network is back, and I am.
So many times, and I just wish they would just stop. You know what I mean? Just stop. I mean, he was, Michael Jordan, I'm Kobe Bryant. I mean, we're 2 different players, and I wish people would just let it go. It really annoys me because, you can't